Alright, welcome back everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm gonna try and not touch my camera this time. I'm just gonna try and be okay with it, but last time I was not happy. In any case, welcome back to Borderlands 2 on the PS Vita, where we continue the labor that is getting the 94 Sham shield. Doing the impossible, or at least the undocumented, because I don't know anybody who's actually found 94 Sham on the Vita, so we're back for that. Mr. Fatal, hello my fellow Hebrews and Shebrews on this beautiful Jewish day. How's it going tonight, my friend? I'm sad. I'm upset. The PlayStation 3D display that I had got for my birthday, which was, I don't actually have a watch on. What is that? 7 days ago? A week ago? Worked totally fine. It was working all fine. I was using it earlier today. I was gonna do a run on the peak for Borderlands 2 for my max level character, and I was just about to start it, and the screen blanks out, and then it comes back, and then I see like the red status indicator thing on the bottom start flashing, and I'm like, that's not good, because I know that these things have insanely high failure rates, and that's pretty much what happened. I got lucky that my screen still works, technically, like it still turns on, but it basically means it's entering end of life phase. It has something to do with the EEPROM chip on it. Apparently Sony manufactured these things with insanely shitty EEPROM chips, so you have to get one of those to fix it. What are your questions, Mr. Fatal? Shoot. Oh, I gotta get my status things on screen. Bam, bam, bam. We're on run 107 to start off, I believe. So yeah, my poor PlayStation 3D display is suffering the same fate as everybody else's, which sucks because, like, it's in insane condition, like, it's in pristine condition. So, I don't know about, these EEPROM chips. I don't know if they need to be flashed with a working display. I know sometimes chips like that need that to happen. Because mine technically still works, so I'm wondering if I should just order the chip, flash it with that screen since it still works, and then pray to God that I can put it on properly. But yeah, kind of sucks. But here we are. We're looking for the shield, so I can replace that crappy thought with the crappy thought of not being able to get the shield. But we're gonna do it anyway, because we have positive mental attitudes. I'm on vacation starting Thursday, so tomorrow night I can stay up, and I'm gonna try and be at the airport around 3:30 p.m. Do you want to do a BL stream tomorrow night or Thursday morning? I think I can try and get one tomorrow night, actually, if that's all right with you. What are you doing down here? Oh fuck. I also tried doing some sham runs on the PS3 since I was already in the bunker fight, and I have all my guns are on different areas, or on different spots in my inventory. But yeah, we can definitely do some Borderlands 1 runs tomorrow. I really want to play Borderlands 1 again, but I'm like, I don't want to play it without Mr. Fatal. That's our series, and I don't want to just like jump the gun and do it without him. I want to do it proper. I want to do a proper multiplayer series. And so yeah, tomorrow, you said tomorrow night? Tomorrow night, yeah. That should be more than okay. I'll make sure I get my PS3 mic all charged up in case we find some willing individuals who join us in that series, and even if, like, the only thing I can do with that is talk to them, because I highly doubt anybody in 2025 just has a PS3, like, any kind of microphone attached to their PS3 at the ready. Because with mine, at least, I can just turn it on no matter where I'm at in the game. And, you know, that's easy. I mean, I already have it paired, but I would think for most other microphones, it just doesn't work. Tomorrow night, all that means is that Kangle's stream will be Thursday morning. Alright. We're also looking for a Topnia courtesy of Mr. Dima, because we need something else to have our eyes on while we look for this impossible item. Okay. Nothing, nothing, nothing. A lot of nothing so far. Okay. Great start. Off to a very optimistic start. I'm gonna be ready around 9 to 10 p.m. MST tomorrow night. What does that equate to in EST? Is that like midnight or something? I can't remember how far ahead I am compared to you. I thought it was like an hour or so. Like I'll probably be ready at my usual time, like 11 at night. Also want to say like a huge thank you for everybody from last stream with that slag top to be exact. What an entrance, Mr. Dima. How are we tonight? I want to say huge thank you to everybody in the last stream. That was absolute insanity what we were able to do. 42 people? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. And I didn't know Mr. Tex. I saw him streaming earlier today, but like, bro's a fucking celebrity, man. Dude has like 36,000 subscribers. What are you doing? I think the conversions is 11 p.m. to 12 a.m. Okay, yeah. Okay, so that works. Like, it'll just be like regular time then. That should be a-okay. Alright, yeah, okay. Slag Topnia. I didn't know. Pardon, it would have been awful had we found just any other Topnia. Is the Slag Topnia, like, the rarest of them, or is that just the one that you've chosen, Mr. Dima? I saw this TikTok account earlier. I don't know if it's actually him, or if it's just somebody pretending to be him, which is probably... Ooh, that's an RPG loader up there. Or if it's just somebody pretending to be him, which is probably the case. Never mind, that's just a jet loader. I saw K6's video of him finding his 94 Sham once again. I didn't realize how long ago that video actually was, because he was on OP8, which is pre-2019, I believe. That's when the Fight for Sanctuary DLC came out. So, not that that matters. Oh my lord. Not that that matters towards anything, but I'm just like, damn. Because he found it twice. I thought he made another video of him. Or maybe he hasn't found it yet, or he started again, I don't know. Like, he's going for it again, or he found it twice. So that's giving me a lot of hope. If he's able to find it twice, I should be able to find it twice. Here's the jet roller. Oh, you're giving me all my non-favorite enemies. It's fine. The loaders are pretty pushover when you're only fighting one of them and they're not angelic guards. Hello, sir. Give me the thing. You won't. We got real lucky with the RNG last stream, too. Just because it seems like the least useful one. Oh, okay, I see. I see how it is. We only do practical things on the channel. Speak of the devil, we got a Sham. I don't think it's a 94, though, just because it doesn't have the honeycomb on it. That's what we need. I don't know what any of the other parts look like on it. I just know the honeycomb. So, yeah, that takes a little bit of excitement out of it when a Sham drops if it don't have honeycomb. Is this a pearl? I keep thinking these things are pearls. 81, that's the one that we got last time. Alright, we've got 381 Shams so far. We'll update that while I'm still conscious. Beautiful. Okay. 4 Shams is not bad. I think we're still in the statistic of the 3%, but you know. Alright, yeah, that's good. There's no more pistol ammo. No pearls. I should have put a pearl counter up there, but something tells me that one would be just empty for a long time. Oh, well. But yeah, it's unbelievable how much better the PS3 version of this boss fight runs. Like, to be fair, it doesn't run terribly on the Vita. It could run a lot better, but it doesn't run terribly relative to all the other areas of the game. But the PS3, it's like switching between, I don't know, a Steam Deck and an actual gaming PC. That's what it feels like. Load times are, like, at least for the bunker areas, maybe like 10 seconds on the PS3. Graphics are way better. There's actual lighting. There's performance, albeit 30 frames per second, but when you're dealing with a consistent 12 to 15 FPS at 30 frames, sounds like a godsend. Mr. Zaki, welcome, my friend. How are we today? For you today. I fucking love the Kangol cosplay. I'm still confused as to what that is. I'm not an anime dude, so... Like, I mean, I know what Pokemon is. I may have watched a few episodes here and there when I was a kid. I have the Heart Gold Pokemon game for the DS. I know that one seemingly shot up in value. Same with the Soul Silver. That was the counterpart to that one, I think. But yeah, I never really got into anime. It wasn't my thing. I have a couple games that would be, I guess, qualified as anime. Tokyo Xanadu, if you have a PS Vita, or I guess they re-released it on the PS4 with some extra stuff in it. Play it. It's a really fun game. You got nothing on me. I have determination and infinity pistol. One of those things greatly outweighs the other. Boss fight. It's so nice. It's so nice when he does that phase. That's some mean Steam Deck stand. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The Steam Deck... I don't know. I love the concept. I don't know, I just love portable consoles. Portable PCs, and I mean, the Steam Deck, I know it has Steam OS and whatever. Still a gaming PC at the end of the day. But, I don't know, it's one of those things that it was really great for its time, and it's kind of needing an update, and when I mean update, I don't mean an OLED screen, like, it kind of needs a little more performance to back it. But, like, I still love the premise of it. I still love the idea of a portable gaming console. I'm missing some chats, hang on a second. Stop doing this! Alright. I don't know. I have a Legion Go, so I really shouldn't be shitting on the Steam Deck, but the Legion Go is insanely more powerful than a Steam Deck. Trying to work on a screenplay stuff, keep going on my phone, I'll work on it later. The master of procrastination, I hear you. Many a time have I been supposed to write an essay and then just not. I get it done eventually, you know, but send a photo of the actual character and not my transvestite version. Hope we get 30 to 40 people today. I mean, I don't know, I feel like that was a special occasion, and for whatever reason, I don't know why that many people seem to have joined in, but like, I'm all for it. If that many people want to watch me in real time shave years off of my life looking for this shield, I'm all for it. But like, yeah, no, that was insane. I kept thinking about it like the next day. I was like, oh my god, we actually had a high. Oh wait, we gotta look for top news. I didn't see any rocket launchers. We actually had like 42 people in here at one concurrent time. No top news, Mr. Dima. I'm sorry. We got. Oh, I thought it said W Magnum. Magnum. Nah. 110. Let's go for 200 runs tonight. Scroll down, and your first video was 10 years ago. Yeah, in this past October, the channel hit 10 years. My first video, I think, was a stop motion thing of Ninjago that I tried to make. I didn't understand that there was something called frame rate back then, or frames per second. So the second video that I made was a lot smoother, because I realized that stuff should be at like 12 frames a second instead of whatever I had it, whatever the app was set to for default. That was an iPod Touch 5 classic at its best. And then eventually, like every kid I'm sure back then, and maybe still now, I don't know, maybe Fortnite's taken over. Like every kid, I made some Minecraft videos. And those are some prized possessions just because I don't have those worlds anymore. I was a goof at that point and decided to delete Minecraft on my iPod to try something, and lo and behold, it deleted all my worlds. So that world in the first video, with all the nether fortresses on it, that was the duplication world, or my first ever world that we just started to dupe on. So, that's the only lasting video evidence of that that world. Hey! What's the fucking pre-fire for? Ow. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not. Fuck, he spawned in. I'll read the chats in a second. I need to be awesome. For the Republic! I feel like the Herald should be just doing like a shitload more damage just with how many projectiles it fires and how much damage they're supposed to be doing. I don't know. I also learned, because my max level character has a 72 conference call. I can't remember where I got it. I think it was warrior farming. You would not believe how much that thing shreds. And the one that I have currently still shreds, but it's like 10 levels under at this point, so 10 or 11 levels under. So I'm like, just imagine. Imagine the havoc we could unleash. One day we will. One day we'll get that whole loadout. The special event was me fighting Jim. Oh yeah, Mr. Jim. Seeing how little attention optimization gets recently, I wouldn't exactly fault the deck for needing an upgrade. Still an insane amount of things you can do with it though. My coworker looks like Master Wu. Just hooked up to Legion Go. No shit, it's more powerful. It's like 3 times the price. Well, the original Legion Go, like the Legion Go 1, that's the one that I have. It has like the detachable controllers. It was, at least in Canada, it was like 600. I didn't even check. We didn't get a drop though. I don't think. No. It was like 600 bucks. And Steam Deck, like for one that has comparable storage that's not 64 gigs, because what the fuck are you gonna do with 64 gigs nowadays? Like after Windows, there is absolutely no modern game that's gonna fit on that. It's like around 600 Canadian rupees, so similar price. Why you got nothing for me? I want to see like cool randomizations, not the same fucking gun twice that we got yesterday. Actually, these two look the same too. No. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing. Your voice on the Ninjago. Your voice on the Ninjago video was so young. Well, yeah, it was 10 years ago. I was 12. And then the first Minecraft PS4 video, I think, was a year later. And the voices just dropped. More similar to what I sound like now. Yeah, that 1 year of 12 to 13 was like, you know. But yeah, optimization. I got my deck for like 250 or 300. The 64 gig one, you can just use the SD card. Yeah, I suppose you can use it. And I mean, the Legion Go has an SD card too. But I mean, it comes base with 500 gigs of storage. So that's like 500 gigs of NVMe storage. And I think especially as games get newer, and they're, more focused on load times being not a thing, the SD card regular will not suit it anymore. It's kind of like what the Nintendo's doing with the Switch 2, right? Like, they don't accept regular SD cards in there. It's only the new SDXC Express. and it's a lot similar to, well, not really similar, but like way faster than regular SD cards in terms of read and write speeds. So, like, even with the SD card expansions on these handheld PCs, unless they are an express card reader, and unless you can find an express card, they're still very hard to find, and even when you do, they're really expensive. You know, things change. Also, the deck doesn't have windows. Yeah, I've seen that. At least on the Legion Go, I can play Battlefront 2, like the 2017 one. Because I've heard that with SteamOS, the EA app doesn't play nicely with it, and it causes some issues. I'm hearing a lot of gunshot noises to my right, and I don't know if they can hurt me. Oh! Kill him! There we go. But I really want the rumors to be true of Sony with the PS6. They come out with some companion console or something. Actual portable console. Not a streaming-based console like the Portal. I mean, I love the Portal. But, like, what the fuck? The Portal's form factor would be, like, absolutely perfect if the thing actually ran games locally on it. Please? Please? He answered my prayer. Oh! No, he didn't answer my prayers. I need to be more specific when I pray next time, I suppose. Do you still own those Lego Ninjago figures? Oh, hell yeah, I do. Still got those old figures, still got the sets, I still got the Fire Temple. That was like my prized possession set as a kid. I saved up my own money and bought it from Toys R Us. It was amazing. I still have all my Lego from a kid. Some of the older stuff is like... Why the fuck do we keep getting 81 Shams? 3 81 Shams in a row. Some of the older stuff is, has seen better days, like the Darth Vader TIE Fighter that I had. Lumpy Lance. But like I still got the Death Star, I still got the Star Destroyer, the AT Walker thing, the Battle of Endor. I had a lot of sets. 12. We gotta update the Sham counter. We have 5 Shams. We're tied with the Bunker SMGs now. Who would have thought? With the way that this series started, who would have thought? That 12 to 13 is like that cutaway when Peter's balls immediately drop in conversation. Yeah, I know what scene you're talking about. I know exactly which scene you're talking about. Yeah, I know. It's a weird time to exist. It's like... I don't know. I can't imagine, like, the adults that, you know, in the school, your teachers, you leave for the summer and then you come back and you're, like, talking like somebody, like, you're scheduling a meeting for one of them. You're about to tell them that, they need to renew their car insurance or something. That happened, too. Like, I had, they wanted me to do, like, the school announcements, or I volunteered to do the school announcements with my one buddy. It was for some popcorn sale thing. And, then they wanted me back, because I had a deep... Mr. Matthew Jennings, welcome, my friend. I believe you're new. How's it going tonight? We're farming for some Shams, and getting very, well, I wouldn't say very unlucky, because we have... got 5 Shams and 112 runs. Highest of them was 87%, and we've had 3 or 4, I guess. We've had 4 since we have 5 now, but... Or no, we've had 3 81s in a row. I think... I subbed? Thanks, man. Appreciate you. I think we had an 83 in there at some point, but it was so long ago I don't remember. I love being taller than my teachers. Yeah, I grew taller than all of my teachers by the time I was 13, 14. I don't know if that's just to say I was tall, or if that, like, none of them were above 6 feet tall. But, I don't know. Still a fun time to exist. Shed the baby weight. You're tall, and I was lucky that my shoulders were broad, but, like, you know, you're not too skinny. Good times. That was also, coincidentally, the time I met my wife. She was the crazy stalker girl. We were also 12 years old. Like, she would, and I'm gonna say this out loud, I don't care. She can kill me for it later. She would, like, this was in grades. No! Did we get her? I think we got him. I love Borderlands. Then you're in the right place, my friend. We're playing on the PS Vita. This version was neglected a lot back in its heyday. And still is, because I think nobody really realizes that it was a thing. Half the time when people join in this stream, they're like, Borderlands was on the Vita. They're like, no. I just went into the game files and made it the absolute shittiest way to play. Removed all stability and everything. But, yeah, we were in grade 7, we were in the same class. She would, like, during lunch, she would, like, take pictures of me across from the room. I can't remember how I figured that out, but I'm like, weird. The height difference makes them treat me nicer. Nothing. Nothing. We haven't had 2 shams in a row yet. We've had 2... I think twice we've had 2 bunker SMGs in a row. We've definitely had 2 customizations in a row a couple times. No 2 shams. But we're getting more shams, so that's what I'm happy about. RNG is becoming a thing. Where's all my pistol ammo going, man? I have like 100 less than what I should. I haven't seen a legendary out of here in a while. We've only had 2 out of here. What do you love about Borderlands, Mr. Matthew? What's your favorite way to play? You like playing on PC? You a console guy? I want to know your deepest, darkest thoughts about Borderlands. I don't know. This is the version I started on. I started on the Vita way back when with my handheld, which I think I have behind me, actually. Flexibility! Here she is. I mean, this wasn't the model that I started with. I have it over there, but, like, this is my current one. The 1000 model. You know, she purty. Peak condition, pretty much. There's a little crack in the shell in the back, but I think that was just there when we got it. I think I have, what do I have in here right now? Ninja Gaiden Sigma Plus is the game that I have in here right now. That's going to be not legible at all on the camera. I want to play more of this game. I haven't played too much of it, but it's the better Ninja Gaiden game on the Vita. They made another one, I think it was the 2. But that one apparently had some performance issues. You know, how dare they have performance issues on the Vita? No other game in the history of the Vita's library ever had performance issues. But, and I think the resolution was like, something funky would go on with the resolution. I don't know if that was just a bug or if it was programmed in wrong or something, but the Sigma 1 Plus or Sigma Plus 1, whatever it is, that's the way to go. More fun. I don't know if that game ever... I don't think it was a Vita exclusive or a handheld exclusive. I think it was released on the bigger consoles. But, I mean, hey. I hear somebody with an explosive gun over there. Looks like we're getting a long spawn, but that's okay. That is all right. It was hot as fuck again today. This is the 3rd, I think. Yeah, the 3rd of the 3-day heat wave. No more shall it feel like 40 degrees tomorrow. Actually, I don't know. One of the nights throughout this week is supposed to feel like 10, like at night. Which I'm looking forward to that. I think it might be Thursday. Because, like, holy shit, dude. 40 and above for 3 days in a row. It's just not fun. You can't, like, you don't want to go outside unless you actually have to go outside, like, if your job requires it. You just don't want to go outside. Like, you don't want to walk around, because as soon as you walk outside, you get sticky. and then it's just no fun. And at least where I live, if you want to like walk around and see cool things or do cool things, you have to walk for at least 20 minutes. So that's 20 minutes of heat, and then you have to factor in the 20 minutes for the way back. Alright. Very little death sound that time, so... Not that that means anything. No. No. Man, bruh. That's a shotgun? I thought that was a rocket launcher. Still looking for the top, Nia. Although I don't know... Like, Mr. Dima, you're positive it drops from, like, any loot source, right? I'm feeling he just sent me on a wild goose chase, and I'm gonna keep looking for it and never find it. Disposable special. Man. Alright. I've been thinking I want to, although I possess absolutely no artistic abilities, I want to make a physical game case for Borderlands 2 VR. Not that there's going to be a disc that goes in it, because there never was a physical version of that one. But like, I feel it gets left out. Because I think very few people know that it exists over the Vita version. The heat is horrible here too. I had to wake up and go to the lab at 8 AM to beat the heat, and it was just abysmal. 28 fucking degrees at 9 AM. Eee. It's even worse in the morning, because it's like humid. If it's humid in the morning, it's like you're walking through a zombie apocalypse. I remember that when I was on mornings last year for work. Like getting there at 8 AM. You're just looking across the road. And it's sunny, but it's like haze sunny all the way across the road. It's weird. It's like Arizona sunshine. But yeah, that's the worst. Waking up and immediately, like, you go outside and everything's just sticky. Ew. Because an E-Tech gun and launchers are very rare, and the E-Tech launcher is rare still. Okay, alright. I'll stop questioning your credibility. I swear to God, if we find that before we find the... How about this? If we find that before we find the, a Sham that's 90% or above. How about that? Because we still have yet to find a Sham that is above 87%. Live near the ocean, it's always humid. Oh. You'd think it'd be a little cooler, though, because, like... Or at least maybe near the beginning of the summer, or spring, it would be cooler. Because the body of water is still cold from the winter. Bruh, I hear him talking. He's not around yet, though. Assassin's Creed? Where are we? Left side. Oh, you're gonna do that. Okay. I want to see somebody mod this game where, like, the, I want to, like, whatever the smallest area is, maybe just, like, Claptrap's place. Disable the blowing snow right at the beginning just to make it, give it as much a chance. Actually, no, that's not the smallest, area. What's the smallest area in Borderlands 2, do we think? The Circles of Slaughter, maybe? They're pretty small. So good. I wonder if you took one of those smallest areas and actually cranked the graphics up to PS3 level on the Vita, that it would... just how it would run, or if it would run at all. There's the guy over here. Thank God they're just EXP loaders that don't cause me too much of a headache. Don't kill me. I mean, they programmed in the Eye of Helios, for God's sake. Like, they possess the ability to put in the little things. You'd think, but Boston would disagree. I see. What do we got? Anything? I think we're due for a bunker SMG, but I'm fine with just getting shams after sham. Well, I mean, if the top need is if it's an E-Tech launcher, then it should be really easy to spot because of the dark purple. So, yeah, I don't think I have to comb the reward pile too hard to find it. I feel like it would stand out pretty well. Swoop. Getting a lot of money. Nothing. Nothing. I failed. 113. Oh well. Gotta come into these streams with a list of things to talk about. I talked a lot last stream, so I don't know where I was getting that stuff from. But, you know. I mean, having 42 people in the stream also kind of helps. I don't know, you feel, not that it should be different, but you just feel like, you go, it's like a runner's high almost when you have that many people and you're like, oh, just talk about anything, just talk about anything. Anything that sparks conversation. I am excited though for Borderlands 1 tomorrow. Try that out again. I think it was last Borderlands 1 stream, which was a while ago now. But the last time we joined, Mr. Fatal and I, somebody actually did join our game, although I'm not sure how they found us. I'm not quite sure how the Borderlands 1 matchmaking works. If it's similar to Borderlands 2 or not, because the guy was like, he wasn't max level. Mr. Fail and I think, are level 20 or just before 20. I'm not sure, but the guy was in a like early level 40s. And I know in Borderlands 2, if you're just matchmaking, that can't happen. But if you like, you know, join a friend, for example, then yeah, you can do some pretty funky stuff with the matchmaking in terms of level dispersity. So, I don't know, but he joined us, he found us. So maybe that'll happen again, I don't know. We said before, like, if you want to join us in that series, feel free. Because we still have 2 more open spots, and a 4-player series would be fun. It's just that, you know, you have to be on our level, or like 1 level above or 1 level under, just so it's... I mean, as much as having, you know, somebody blow the enemies away for you, like, I don't know, we still want some kind of challenge, right? Like, it's not fun if somebody's just killing all the enemies for you. Unless that's something that you want. Nothing again. RNG has been spent. Unfortunately, class mod. Does Bunker have a chance of dropping legendary class mods? I don't know if he does. Because I know... I don't know, this loot pool, maybe not. Because the class mods are they locked to loot midgets? I don't know if they're locked to, like, those kinds of enemies, or if they can just drop from any loot source. I'm not entirely sure. 114. I should have watched. I don't know. The TikTok screen showed it when I watched K6's Sham thing. I can't remember how many runs it took him before he got it. I mean, the problem with this whole thing is that, oh yeah, because it's chance, you could theoretically get it on the first run. or you could get it on the 1000th run. You know what I mean? So, like, that's not very optimistic thinking. Oh, there's a... Is that the Varuk? Is that the one that, Mobley drops? I can't remember which one's which, but one of them drops that. I just remember it being purple. The Varuk's not bad. I think many would argue that the Kerr Blaster is probably a better assault rifle, especially pre-nerf Kerr Blaster. There was an exploit which I think there's only one video of it on YouTube, maybe now, of somebody doing the bug with Axton, because it was patched out pretty early on. But if you have a, and this is the bonus for physical media, if you have the Borderlands 2 disc, I have Borderlands 2, the Greatest Hits edition, so I don't know if that comes with version 1 or not, but like if you have a disc, you can theoretically just put it in the console, don't update, play the game, and then you get all the fun glitches and everything that happened before they were patched out. Obviously you can't connect to shift servers or play multiplayer, but you know, if you're doing those kinds of bugs, you're probably not going to be doing multiplayer anyway. I see the chats, hang on. One moment. Un momento. Basic class mods for all characters are world drops, the rest are locked to loot midgets. Ah, okay, so the legendary ones aren't world drops. My man is playing Borderlands again, let's go. Mr. Zero, welcome, you found the Twitch. Welcome, my friend. You know, it's interesting, I don't know how the Twitch thing is gonna work, because last time we streamed... Is that a guy? Oh! Last time we streamed, I know we had more than one person in the Twitch at one time. It was like 2 or something. Also, what's that pistol? It is the Infinity Pistol. It might not look quite like it usually does, but this is the Infinity Pistol. The Vita version of the Infinity Pistol. It's the corrosive version. It's not on level. It's like 2 levels under, I think, so... When I'm not farming bunker, I'm actively trying to get the on-level Infinity, just so we can kill him faster. But I mean, with it, it's not bad. Like it works pretty well. And, still need an updated class mod, although, once you get past a certain level, the legendary class mods, even if you have like a higher level, you're not necessarily getting a better class mods in terms of like percentage, what all loot you get. What are you talking about? Like from bunker? We're farming bunker, so we're just like, we're getting shitloads of loot. We're looking for a Topnia. That's what that's the other subtask that Mr. Dima has put us to. Sorry, I meant all the basic legendary. I think the Twitch is like, has way less delay than the YouTube, because Mr. Zero's answering my questions like pretty much as they're flying out of my mouth. That's insane. I meant all basic legendary class mods like the legendary Psycho Soldier. Oh, they're world drops. Okay, so like I would assume then like the Ranger class mod for Axton, that's not world drop, that's locked to loot midgets. Okay. So then theoretically we could get it from bunker, although it's probably exceedingly rare. But yeah, we're getting a Topnia. You got a recommendation for something that bunker can drop that we should also try and keep our eyes out for, Mr. Zero? Just to add a little more fun to, oh, let's just see if we can get the Sham, and that's the only thing. But all the other cooler class mods are locked to loot midgets. Ah, okay. What's Topnia also? What difficulty it on? We're on UVHM currently. We've beat the story. Mr. Honest Liar and I, when we're not doing bunker farming, we're currently on the Oasis DLC. Max level for this version was 61, so that's why my my level bar is not going up. 60 or UVHM. Yep, we're on UVHM. No OP levels either. Didn't get Digistruct peak. So yeah. But yeah, if you've got an item recommendation that you know or you think Bunker can drop, we'll try and keep an eye out for it. I think Mr. Dima, in one of either the first or second Sham farm stream, he recommended that we find the purple Torg shield called Shield. And we did find it, so... Ow. No, who hit me? Nobody hit me. I have my class mod. My kill skill is spec'd into fire rate after I get a kill. So, like... It's pretty cool. I know Mr. Honest Liar, though, he has, like, a lot of points spec'd into whatever skill gives you fire rate, and he shreds enemies like crazy. Legendary shotgun possible. I mean, it's possible, yeah. Which one, though? Because once you kill him, and he's got like the gun on the bottom of him, that little pile that forms around here, that can drop legendaries. We've found two legendaries so far. We found a Herald and I forget what the other one was. Maybe like an assault rifle of some kind. Any legendary shotgun. All right. There's your legendary shotgun. Handy scattergun. The colors on the YouTube might just not be tuned correctly. A legendary from that gun would be something. It would drop like right here if the Sham was, or the Bunker SMG. You know, we've already found the Bunker SMG and I have one that I like in my inventory, so I'm not gonna keep picking those up. You think the game gets offended if I don't pick up the legendary that it drops? It's just like, fuck you, no more Sham. For 80 runs. Get the Iridium, though. We still gotta upgrade some SDUs whenever we make it back to Sanctuary. Yeah, it would drop from, like, this pile here. This pile can also technically drop pearls. And, bro, I mean actual legendary LMAO. What's it look like? What does what look like? The, oh, the SMG? It is in this pile somewhere. I know we kept one. This one, the bitch, the corporate bitch. Or, it has different prefixes, analytical. This is the... I'm not entirely sure what makes it special. Because, like, sometimes legendary items are just special. Yep, back. I don't know. That's just the gun.
Alright, what do we got here?
Where's my corrosive? There it is. Yeah, level 59. It's like 2 levels under. We got the Slago, we got the Lyuda, we got the Herald. We've got a couple not effervescent weapons, Seraph weapons from Mr. Honest Liar here. The Actualizer and the Tatler. We had another thing too from him. The it was a shield, I think. It was one of the shields. We got the Refill Avenger. This is the only pearl we've found so far. We got the Norfleet, because why not? Nobody's gonna say no to the Norfleet. 116. Damn, how you get that pistol? The Infinity Pistol, you farm it from Doc Mercy. It's that side mission you get from Dr. Zed. He's in Three Horns Valley. After you spawn in like the little motel thing, you kind of just go straight around the mountain and then turn left right at the first opening and he's in there. You have to fight through a couple guys first, but he's in there. And yeah, he drops the Infinity Pistol. Really good for early on, especially if you have very little pistol SDU. I mean, it can break though if you have Gauge and you have the one skill put into one of her skill trees where it reduces your magazine size by 1. It can break the Infinity because it only has 1 in the magazine, so it won't ever fire. Found out about the legendary class mods the hard way. By the time I learned I needed to farm midgets, I had got 6 legendary psycho mods from the Mercenary Day chest. I just thought I was unlucky. Well, I mean, the Mercenary Day chest is, like, the best way to farm for, like, kind of just any legendary, I think. It's probably easier. Well, it's quicker, too. Like, when you play the loot midget farm, you gotta kill... You gotta go through the whole goddamn area. Even the waterfall skip and the circle of slaughter skip, it shaves off a lot of time if you're like running from the beginning. But like, it still takes time. I feel like the snowman boss fight is the quicker way of doing it, but unfortunately we don't have that on here. We don't have the headhunters on the Vita version. Ow. I see the chats. Hang on a second. I see it moving out of the corner of my left eye. Fuck. He's not slagged anymore. At least this part's like the same as on the other consoles, because you can't see when you slag bunker anyway. Also, how do you get pearls? Do you need mods for pearls, and what difficulty do you get? If you needed mods, I would have installed, like, literally any other mod on here to help the game run better. No, pearls were added, you need the ultimate, at least the Ultimate Vault Hunter Upgrade DLC 1. That's where the first gen pearls came from, and then the Vault Hunter Upgrade Pack 2. If you're playing on the Handsome Collection, you have all this, so don't worry about it. But, the Handsome Collection came with all the DLC except the Lilith DLC, but in any case, those two Vault Hunter upgrade packs introduced the Pearlescent rarity, and I think after level 40-something is when they can drop. But yeah, like, Loot Midget Farm in the Wildlife Exploitation Preserve is the best way of obtaining pearls, I'd say, if you don't have the Lilith DLC. Man, I'm not getting anything anymore. No Topnias, legendary shotguns. Should just uninstall the game. Teach me. Lilith DLC isn't easy enough farm, but it just sucks ass. Yeah, you have to buy the Lilith DLC. That's the suck ass part of it. Okay, teach me. I want to know how to farm Loot Midget Farm. One day, maybe then I'll do a stream. Because I have it... You need a side mission to actually start it. You need the Doctor's Orders side mission from Tanis. You get that side mission right before you actually go to the wildlife... the preserve for the story. And the only thing you need to keep in mind is not to collect any of these... echo device or echo logs that the map points you to collect. Don't collect any of them. Once you get into the room with all the I don't know, skags, like there's the fire badass skags, or like the electricity badass skags or something, like, you know, that room, in the side room where the long red chest is, there's 4 boxes on the ground, and if you haven't collected any of the echo notes, all 4 boxes will contain a loot midget, either Jimmy Jenkins or legendary Hyperion bots or regular loot midgets, and they all have your best chance of probably getting pearls, and also really high chances of getting any of the bones of the ancients. So on UVHM, huh? Yeah, UVHM's probably your best bet for, like, the highest level gear. And yeah, you can't get pearls on TVHM, technically. I think there was some exemption with the pearls. Because I thought they added them in the Tina DLC, like, early on. You could start getting them at level 40, I think. But it's a finicky way. I wouldn't go about doing it that way. I'm also just gonna let you know right now, 90% of the pearls suck. They're supposed to be a rarity above legendary, but they all suck the higher level you go. Like 61 here, if we were probably to find... You're the best, thanks, bro. No problem, man. If you were to find all the pearls, like, I mean, the Butcher's a good one. And I like the Storm, but I know it's not the greatest thing. But they'd probably be okay here. At level 72, they're basically useless and don't even think about using them for OP levels, but they're more of just like a collector item at that point, right? Like, just to see if you can find them all, and they sell for a lot of money. So if you just need money, then go ahead. But yeah, you can get the pearls on anything that had Ultimate Vault Hunter Upgrade Pack 1. Those are the Gen 1 pearls. And I think... What's the other boss fight in the Lilith DLC? Is it not Saturn or is it Uranus? He has a good chance of dropping pearls too. Ugh. My back. Mr. Zero, you missed it on, not yesterday, but the day before. We had 42 people in here watching me try and get this damn shield. And if you're not in the know, the Sham shield, the 94% absorption chance that we want, that's the coveted rare version, that version has a 0.0048% chance of dropping Mr. Jim. Welcome, my friend. I don't know if Mr. Fatal's still in here, but yeah. So we're trying to get that. And I'm trying to keep track on the screen there of how many Shams and how many SMGs we've collected so far. I'm not keeping track of the customizations just because I didn't want to write that out on the screen. He should drop it in the middle if he's gonna, and he didn't. I swear it exists. What's this one called? Diversification. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a good iridium farm, I suppose. I mean, not that we're in dire need of SDUs at this point. We're doing pretty good. But, like, just to check that off the list, just to collect them all, I suppose. No legendaries out of here either. We also learned from last stream that the legendary vault relic thing does not improve your chances at getting this shield. So, don't even think about doing that. Not that I even have one anymore. I don't know if I still do. I can't remember if I got rid of it. But it's slowly climbing in subs. It's so slow. I mean, I think it's usually recommended that, like, you just start posting videos for that, or shorts, maybe, like, post a video and then clip stuff from the video and turn it into shorts. And that's, I guess that's like the modern way of getting subs. Posted one short than one vid. I mean, that's a start. You gotta keep at it though. Like, the newer, I guess, a video, the more likely it is to pop up on people's recommended page if they're into that sort of genre of whatever video you're posting. And then unless somebody's searching for, like, an exact topic, then, you know, the video from, like, months or years ago will pop up on your thing. But yeah, you gotta keep posting, you gotta keep putting it out there. Do something unique. Do something, like, I know you love Borderlands. Try and, like, do something that very few or nobody has done at all. And, like, just do that. I mean, that's kind of how, like, if I'm looking and analyzing the Vita series that we're doing, like, I don't think anybody has ever posted a full Vita Borderlands 2 series on YouTube before. And there is a community for that kind of thing. Like, people seem interested in it. I mean, I think that's more so the fact that everybody just loves Borderlands 2. And any version of the game is exciting. I know there's that Chinese version of Borderlands, the Borderlands Online game, that people actually were able to get into and, like, walk around and stuff. Not that it's useful or anything, because for a game that's solely based on online and no servers exist for it, there's not a whole lot you can do, and it's also not... I'm not entirely sure if it's even legal what they're doing. I don't think they're entirely sure either. Talk to you later, bro. I'll be at work. Alright, my friend. Enjoy work. Good luck. Oh my god, I almost jumped off the edge again. I did that once last time, right on this fucking staircase. I don't know why I did. The goofy, cartoony jumps that you do in Borderlands 2. Oh my god. Why did the frames drop so much there? It's like really choppy around here. And I'm not entirely sure why. As long as they don't make money from it, it is legal. Yeah, I think what they were... I watched the video a while ago. I think what they were concerned about was that... like, you had to essentially, like, hack into some certain website or whatever. Did he drop something? Oh, he dropped a bunker SMG. Right as Mr. Zero leaves, he drops the thing. It's like they had to hack into some server. They had to do some really sketchy method of actually obtaining these files, because they never made it to public release, right? Like, it's not like the game actually came out. Oh, I'm still here. Alright, we found a bunker SMG. Oh, it's a corrosive one, too. I mean, the fact that it's worse than my Infinity pistol is not good. It's got good crit damage, I suppose. But, like, yeah, I don't need it. I'm not collecting all the bunker SMG variants, but yeah, like, the files weren't publicly available, technically. So, I think that's where they're worried about. And, like, the video that I watched of the dude, like, initially talking about it, he was, like, very adamant about saying, hey, please don't come after me, like, we're not doing this for the intention of, like, leaking any of Gearbox's information or anything like that. We just solely want to do this for the purpose of getting this game and just seeing what it was like experiencing it. Alright, see you, man. See you, Mr. Zero. Good luck. Thank you. You as well. Good luck at work. And it was weird too, because all the other Borderlands games have been made in Unreal Engine, or some, like, you know, version of it, right? Like some custom, whatever Gearbox does to the Unreal Engine, they customize it for Borderlands to get the look. But this game was made in Unity, and that's what's making it difficult for people to actually get it to work, is because there's so many, like, just, like, thousands and thousands of broken lines of code within the Unity script that renders the game, like, unplayable, even if you were to get past the front screen where it's asking for, hey, where's your username and login password for an online game that never actually saw the light of day. But they got past that screen. I know they did. They got to, like, the character customization screen. And I mean, there were trailers for it too, I think, also. Either trailers or gameplay for it. You can find it on YouTube. Or maybe, like, the Borderlands wiki has a page on it now, I'm not sure. But yeah, the studio, it was supposed to come out like 2015, 2016, I think. The studio got shut down before the game actually finished. And that was it. They buried the hatchet, and then years later, almost 10 years later, somebody was like, hey, I want to play this. I don't know. That kind of stuff is fascinating to me. If they could get, like, an actual playable version that's safe to download. Because even then, they said, oh, you know, if you download this... Like, the dude provided the file, I think, after having to track it down from wherever the fuck he found it. He's like, if you do this, you need to do all the hoops yourself of getting it into whatever playable menu state at the time that he did. He's like, I'm not gonna teach you how to do this, but what is that? No, stop. Stop. Oh! Those arms, yeah. Yeah. So simple. You think if we grenade jumped up there and meleeed him, then we get the 94? Pretty sure it came out, it just didn't last very long. Plus it's a China exclusive game. I don't know. At least from the sources that I saw, it never actually made the light of day. Sham! No honeycomb, I swear to fuck if it's another 81. Which it probably is. It lands and looks the exact same every... It's even worse! It's an 80! Oh, man! What the fuck, brother? We're going backwards! R2, stop. We need to be going up, not down. Oh my god, there's nothing. Well, we got a back-to-back Bunker SMG and then Sham drop, so... But, like, you're garbage. At least they're all dropping on level. I don't know if it's like... Oh, I saw it. I'm like, did we get the top Neo? But no, it's just the, something else. I don't even know, like... If a Pearl even drops, because this looks like Pearl Beam to me. I don't know. But yeah, I don't think the game actually came out. That was the problem. Because if it did come out, then it would be a whole hell of a lot easier to actually get access to the files. Whereas these guys had to go on like some, like, equivalent to the Wayback Machine on some weirdo Chinese extension kind of website to actually locate the files, and even then they weren't sure if it was the full game files or not, so... I don't know, man. I don't know... I don't even know what it would have been playable on. Like, would it have been PC only, or would it have got a console release at the time? I mean, being a Chinese exclusive, we're not seeing it here. No, it did just in China only, the beta. Okay, okay. Oh yeah. I think now that you mention that, I think I do remember the video. The dude said it was in beta, but like, obviously it wasn't a public beta. It was like a closed beta, and not a lot of the stuff was actually playable. It's fascinating stuff. Like, the dude has like a team of people working on it. I can't remember. I can't remember what the YouTube channel's or what the guy's YouTube channel name was. All I know is that he has like a frog, some kind of frog-looking profile picture. I don't know. That would have been cool to see. Guarantee you probably could have got a Vita release of it. It was also using, like, the Borderlands 1 look, or engine, or it was mimicking the Borderlands 1 engine. I think I also remember them saying something like that. So, I mean, theoretically, I mean, it sounds kind of weird, like, oh, 2015, 2016, it's still doing Borderlands 1 stuff. Because that would have been like, no! Like, a year or 2 years after the pre-sequel came out, so... Like, theoretically, PS3, 360 in China at least, although I don't think 360 sold well in China at all. Theoretically, it could have been ported to those. Uh-oh. Look at this light. Epic NNG, yeah, that's the guy. That's the name. Customization, 3 drops in a row. All different. How about that? We've only gotten the 2 customizations, and yeah, I already have that one. Don't need that. Actually, no, wait, was it this character that I got the 2 different customizations, or was it my other character? I don't remember. Wonton rifle. Okay, alright. This is good, although I'm probably not getting a drop next time if I've just gotten 3 in a row. Nothing here. Take the money though, I suppose. 72 mil, we're probably gonna hit max pretty soon. Just passively farming him, we're gonna hit max. Which is fine. There's not really anything I'm gonna use for money, except maybe when we find a legendary and a vending machine. We still have yet to see that in this series. I'm just making little things to check off from a theoretical list of stuff we need to see at the Vita. Maybe at some point I'll also do, just to like document as much as possible from this version, maybe I'll do like a farming every pearl available on the Vita series where we just do the loot midget farm and pray to God that they drop them. I don't even know how many Gen 1 pearls there are, or which ones there even are. Like, I think the ones that I'm thinking of, I think the Storm, the Butcher, the well, the Avenger, the one that we got, they're all Gen 1s. I don't remember now how we got that. Maybe we got it from the Loot Midget farm, because I know Mr. Honest Liar and I, when we were playing the story, we ran through that room and would have killed all the guys in there, but we didn't farm that room, we just did it because we were there. No idea. And then we'll also eventually get to the Borderlands VR bunker farm, where that's just going to be hell. Having to run through here and then just look up and point the thing. It'll be fun. I want to know what it's like in VR to like actually shoot a herald or something like that. Like some gun that doesn't really act like a gun should, almost. Like, you know, in VR at least, most of the basic guns you get at the beginning of the game, your brain just expects them to work as regular guns, right? Like, you know, you aim and bullet comes out and it's in relatively straight form. But the Herald is like, oh, I'm firing just multiple projectiles that go laterally. And like, what the fuck is that supposed to be like? If you turn the gun over, does it fire them vertically? Is that a thing in the VR version? I don't know. All I do know is that, unfortunately, the snipers in VR suck ass. Like, they're bad. They did this weird thing where, I don't know why they didn't just program it. Maybe they didn't have the graphical horsepower at the time, like on the PS4. Or something, where you don't actually look through the sights of the gun to aim. You hold your L trigger thing, whatever, how you would usually aim a gun in a regular shooter, and it like opens up this little window thing like above the gun, and the window runs at like 30 frames per second or less, and that's how you aim. And it was like a zoom in window, so like, I'm like, it's the stupidest thing they ever could have thought of, and it's borderline unusable, especially if you're like running around trying avoiding enemies. Like, it's not possible. Allegiance relic. Oh, that's a lovely name for that. Also found that all the weapons, when they land, they just always default to whatever, like, usually when you watch the pile of guns land, they like fall randomly, and then after a while they all kind of stand upright or face a certain direction. But on the Vita, it's just like, nope, immediately we're all facing one direction. Ugh. Blast a Hyperion loader's legs off to slow it down. That's not very nice. Okay. Let's keep going. Just keep swimming, as Dory says. I mean, if you're a game developer, being Gearbox, this kind of item is a smart move. And this is just kind of the byproduct of... Whoa, I almost dropped my thing. This is kind of the byproduct of having a game that a looter shooter. It's kind of the byproduct of it. When you do it properly, right? Like when you have dedicated drops and rare loot, not like Wonderlands where, I mean, I'm not entirely sure what they did there. I haven't played it myself. I have it. It's still in the wrapping paper. Where they kind of just like fucked up dedicated drops so bad, if they even had them. I don't know, they did something weird. Or like the pre-sequel where you kind of just have like really no dedicated drops. Like when you have something like Borderlands 2, even the aggressively rare items, it's still like a mechanic where you want to come back and keep playing the game years later because there's always some kind of item that nobody's gotten and you can attempt at getting it, right? Like, it's that kind of treasure hunter-esque mindset where you just want to collect these things. And it's so rewarding and satisfying when you do. And you can, like, actually use them. Like, it's not something that, oh, it's gonna look very nice on my trophy wall. It's like, oh, this thing is actually, like, a powerful item, unless it's a pearl. This thing's, like, an actual powerful item that I can actually use. That's a very smart game mechanic, in my opinion. But I mean, Borderlands is kind of the only one that does it right. I know Destiny is kind of Borderlands-esque, or Borderlands-like. Like, it's kind of a looter shooter. I haven't really played too much of Destiny to make, you know, authoritative statements on it. I don't know if any of you guys have played more Destiny. But, like, it's the same kind of mentality. There's bosses that you can come back to and farm, and they drop guns that have different, level loot beams coming out of them. Wonder where they learned that from. I'm like, you know. But I don't see that many people playing Destiny in the same way that they play Borderlands to try and farm for these items. Hello? Oh my god. Fuck. It's like your mom. You walk in when you're a kid, you walk into the room to tell her something. She's like, acting like somebody broke into the fucking house. I thought it was over. I didn't see the railing. I just saw the open ground. Please! Please! Drop me honeycomb. What is that? Okay. Mishmash of textures. We should just, like, zero out all of our money and then just see which happens first, 94 Sham or $99 million. Just from farming. Nothing special here. Talking to you. Alright. I guess criminal that Bunker at max level UVHM. I know it's not the same as other versions. It's criminal that he still drops white items. Like, I know it's just kind of randomized with the stuff that he drops, but like, in what fucking universe is a white item ever gonna be useful? At this point in the game. They even make a joke about it in the pre-sequel if you're playing the, 2 arms side mission that you get relatively early on. You have to donate to this one little mailbox thing. You have to donate 50 common rarity weapons, like the white rarity. And at some point throughout that side mission, like, you know, after you donate a certain amount, uh, some of the people that, like, the army that you're donating to, like, try to go kill a bandit camp somewhere nearby, and, like, they get killed, and the dude's like, why would they try and do this? Everybody knows these weapons are basically useless, but still. Just calling out the, craptasticness of the, white guns. That mission takes a fucking long time. Like, unless you just farm money and just, like, buy all the vending machines out. But that's not fun. I didn't buy Borderlands to play a vending machine simulator. That's what school is for. Putting all your hard-earned money into a vending machine that basically gives you nothing back. Pardon me. I can't tell if the guys are above me or below me. The audio's not that accurate. Oh, yes. Easy kill time. This is, like, so satisfying to do. What the fuck? He's leaving very early and I don't like it. Would you rather name your 94th child Shamuel, social bitch, or Axton Head customization? Where did that come from? I don't know. I loved your Shamuel joke last time. That one was, like, so clever. I like that one. Shamuel. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, fuck. I don't even think one of my bullets went over there by the time he died. Nah. It's okay. At least the runs are a lot quicker now that I know that the Sham can't get stuck up behind us. Like, having to climb up there every fucking time was just annoying. Why didn't I collect this? I clicked the button on it. Nuttin'. No legendary shotgun. I have a feeling the legendary shotgun out of this pile is gonna happen before we find a top Mia. What's this? Quality subcompact MG. I have to get so close to read them just because the text is so low quality. Or it's so, like, not anti-aliased. You have to get right up to it to actually read it. Whoa. 124. Forgot I can just, like, put anything in that little that little rectangle and it will just display it on screen. Just put any number in here and it goes off screen. Fun stuff. I feel like I should check this, like, after every 10 runs I'll check the match browser, see if, like, I thought if anything, being max level, you'd see more people playing online, because game's been out for, at least the Vita version's been out for 11 years. I thought there'd be more people playing at max level, but I guess not that many people actually made it all the way through. I can't tell if my blood sugar's just high or if I'm just, like, really thirsty. I'll put on a temp basil. Why not? One second. Run for an hour and a half at 120%. There we go. Alright. What's your guys' most, I guess, wanted feature? Like, if you had to have one thing to that they would absolutely add in Borderlands 4 that you want in a Borderlands game, what would it be? What would be your thing? My thing is having an area, and I know they kind of did it with the Claptastic Voyage, but, like, having a set of levels, or, like, a side mission of some kind where you go back to the old areas of, like, from the first game, the second game, pre-sequel kind of game, I don't know. And, like, you get to play through those. But, like, they do some, like, weirdo twist to it. Come on. I know they won't do that, though. Because I think they're trying to distance themselves from the old stuff. After the disaster class that was Borderlands 3. Okay, what the fuck is hitting me? What's hitting me? Why didn't my shield regen? Wasn't taking any damage. Like, fucking, I was just getting tickled, and on UVHM, there ain't a lot that just tickles you. It's more of an aggressive strangle. You're still alive, kind of, so I have to do this. Why did you make me do this? Like, it feels like he just drops so much less stuff on this version for some reason. Cooldown rate, who the fuck cares about that at this point? Like, Axton and Salvador, their action skills, I think, have the longest cooldown rate. I think Axton's has the longest just because it's the turret, but, like... Because I know Zero and my others are, like, pretty quick, but you kind of need them in order to survive. You can kind of survive on your own as Axton and Sal. The lone, fine, lone rider. I don't even know the names of half of the pearls, so I wouldn't even know what to look for. 125. Love surviving by the skin of your teeth. The commando's grit skill gives him a chance to ignore fatal damage. How do you just ignore fatal damage? Isn't that the point of the shield, is that all the damage and all the bullets that, you know, are being fired at you would kill you unless you had the shield on? You're just like, oh fuck, I'm dying. Well, maybe just not at the moment. It's not really convenient for me. Like, huh? And then bro just heals on his own. I know he's the soldier class mod, but like, how does it make sense? I just heal. Cancer's afraid of this dude. If it's not a salmon beam, it ain't a pearl. Salmon. Isn't the salmon beam is the seraph weapons? Like you're talking this, right? Like that's the seraph weapon. This is a pearl. Like the light blue, the teal color. Yeah, effervescent. I don't know why I always thought the seraph weapons were the effervescent weapon. Probably because it just sounded cool. And, I don't know. But effervescent weapons do not exist on the Vita version. I don't think that needs to be said. They don't even exist on the PS3 360 version. Since those did not get the Lilith DLC, so... But it's still kind of cool. Still kind of cool that the Vita got pearls and got the effervescent... seraph weapons. Not that fighting raid bosses on the Vita is fun. I kind of wish that Terramorphous got seraph stuff, like, because he's a raid boss, but because I think maybe he was added in the base game, it's like, because the seraph vending machines only exist in the DLCs, right? So it'd kind of be weird if, let's say, you only had the base game, and it'd be kind of weird to get like seraph crystals and be like, well fuck, I can't even use them because there's no vending machine. They could have, like, added that in an update, though, right? Like, they could have, I'm sure, baked it into the, like, oh, if you buy the Ultimate Vault Hunter upgrade, the Pack 1, you get access to the Seraph vending machine. Can you die, please? I'm ready! Bang. I love the sound of that purple gun thing that he has. Like, on the Vita handheld with the OLED screen, I'd be able to tell if it was a pearl or not, because the rare item beam is so dark. Like, it's such a dark, deep blue color. Whereas, yeah, like, even the iridium purple, it's kind of, like, muted. This is so... I know the pearls can't fly out here, I don't think, his loot pool includes pearls, but the gun is world droppy teleporter thing, so... You don't say. Nothing. What's this? Booster shield. Just want to see something. Make it exciting, at least. See all these people online getting, like, insane fucking drops for this kind of stuff. I'm like, bruh, where's my turn? We still couldn't figure out when Mr. Tex was in the stream on whenever 2 days ago was. I guess Sunday night. Was it Sunday night? Yeah. Yeah. We didn't figure out or come to any kind of sound conclusion that whether or not the Vita version was post legendary drop chance, like, boosting, because they improved the drop chances for, like, almost all legendaries. Like, Savage Lee used to have a 3% chance of dropping the Herald, and then after a certain update he got it's a 10% chance, and I think that's most dedicated legendary drops got the boost to 10%. But we couldn't figure out if the Vita version had received that update or hotfix, whatever it was. So if that's the case, this shield will take, like, the Earth will explode. Or the sun will consume the Earth before we find the shield. I just think that's what's gonna happen. If there's any astronomers in the chat, or space scientists, I don't know what astronomers are. Yes, they're space scientists, but also no, they're not. Not for that kind of thing anyway, planet explosion-esque. Maybe they are, I don't know, I'm not one. Easy kill. No, battery's low! I haven't found my shield yet. I don't have the long charging cable behind me either, so it's fine. It'll survive the rest of the stream. Just gotta remember to charge it tomorrow. Nah. The death of the universe will happen first. How optimistic of you, Mr. Jim. I feel so much better now. The Big Bang 2 is gonna happen. Wow, look at that on Twitch. Cheap viewers on steamboo.com. Remove the space. No thanks. No thank you. Why the fuck would I want bots watching my stream? Isn't the whole point of streaming so that people watch you, not just so that your ego is patted and you're like, oh yeah, I had tons of viewers, and meanwhile it's not actually anybody. You're welcome. Fuck. Tesla, that's not bad, but I don't need, actually, I don't know. Rubberized Tesla? Yeah. I just don't know a use case that I would use that, but like, something tells me something tells me when the use case does come to pass, I'll be like, oh, I wish I picked up that fucking Tesla that I saw. Going to university to major in planet explosion science. The cover letter would have looked mighty curious. The cover letter should have just been like a very detailed blueprint of an item that can blow up the planet. Just hope to God that they've never seen Star Wars. Just present to them the Death Star blueprint. Be like, you want to blow up a planet? I'm your man. I've watched A New Hope. I know exactly how to build this thing. As long as none of the other planets have access to torpedoes, then we're fine. I don't know. I'm sure one of those science classes has talked about that kind of weird shit. Like, it's university that these professors can talk about fucking anything at that point, right? Like, I mean, this probably isn't the same to the same degree. Like, I took a women's studies course, right? I don't know why I did. It was the worst class I did. I got like a B in it. I think I just needed a course to fill in the timetable. So I took this women's studies course, and like, wasn't my favorite. It was like, if I'm being brutally honest, it was the bottom favorite of all my classes, meaning it wasn't. And like, it was just so fucking weird. It was an online only class, and just to add insult to injury, just to rub extra salt into that wound, it's like, okay, final assignment thing for this class is going to be a group project. You're gonna have to do this shit with people you've never even seen. And to be frank, I never witnessed any of my group members. Like, I don't know what they look like. You have to do this with... I hear a plane in my left ear. What the fuck is that sound? Something's flying. You have to do this, and it was so weird. And whenever we did any, like, paper in that class, right, like any kind of research paper, it was like, you're not allowed to use any kind of scientific or biological publications of anything. And I'm like, what? Like, you can't tell me what sources I can and cannot use in my own research paper. Why the fuck am I even doing a research paper if you're like, oh yeah, you need to find these things, but you're not allowed to disprove anything I might say in this class, kind of thing, right? And I'm like, okay, that's like, why am I even writing a paper for you? If you want it, if this is your backwards way of saying, this is how I want you to write this paper, you don't have creative liberty of how you're going to write it, or what sources you're allowed to have access to, then I'm like, you've lost all my respect for that class, at least in the essay writing category. And I'm like an English major, right? Like, I graduated with my bachelor in English. So, me hearing that, where it's like, okay, yeah, fuck you, you're doing what I want to do for sources, I'm like, why am I even writing this paper? Like, you want me, you just want me to say certain things in this paper, and that's just stupid. Yeah, but they don't know how to seal off an exhaust port. Well, that would be my creative intuition. It'd be like, hey, where many have failed, this design cost the death of millions of people. I'm gonna whip up a little magic called plywood and put it over the exhaust port, and then we're safe. Then this planet-killing machine is literally foolproof. Scholarships, awards, Nobel Prizes, anything you can think of. I mean, who's gonna not give the Nobel Prize to the dude who could blow up the planet if he wanted to? Seems like a no-brainer. Exhaust porg. The typo's funny. I hate the Hyperion pistols. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about them. I mean, their gimmick isn't bad. Like, sustained fire increases accuracy. That's not bad. I just hate the way that they sound. They all sound like so weak. Just like little tinks off a tin can kind of bullet sound when you fire. When it's not like a Jacobs where You can end a generation of a family with one shot if you wanted to. That's like an intimidating gun sound. Teacher's not legally supposed to censor what is allowed for assignments. Well, I figured that out after, believe me, because I was texting one of my other friends about it, and she was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what is this class? It was absolutely bizarre when she put that down. And I don't even remember what I wrote the paper on. Like, I don't think I would have needed any, like, biological publications, but it was, like, the kind of class that's more, you know, woke, I suppose, with what it's talking about. So, like, saying, oh, hey, Mr. Gabriel, welcome, my friend. You have the exact same background as Mr. Jim. I almost thought it was Mr. Jim pulling a prank on me there. How's it going tonight, Mr. Gabriel? But yeah, I'm like, it was one of those kinds of classes. And I mean, so hearing that, those restrictions was like, I kind of understand, like, this is kind of to be expected in a class like this, but at the same time, I'm paying, like, hundreds of dollars for this one class, and you're going to tell me what I can and cannot write? No. That's not to say, you know, in any class you have the freedom to write whatever you want. Like, or you don't have the freedom to write. You can write whatever you want. The only thing is that, you know, you might not get the grade that you want. And same goes for this class. But you cannot tell me, okay, don't use this source, don't use this source, don't go into this discipline, don't do this. And I think it was like, if you do, you'll get a 0 on the paper. So I'm like, okay. Doing well. That's great to hear, my friend. You a Borderlands fan? You a Borderlands Vita fan? Not a whole lot of those out there. But that's just because they haven't experienced this frame rate. Moving the gun around when he's dropping all the items. Nothing. One day we'll get it. When the channel's rich and famous, that'll be the day we get this godforsaken shield. I'm still keeping in the back of my mind Topnia and any legendary shotgun. Mr. Gabriel, you have an item that we should keep an eye out for while farming bunker. We've had somebody say we should try and find a Topnia from his drops, and somebody say any legendary shotgun. You have an item that, like, bunker can technically drop that we should pay attention for. The teacher should have been reported and fired. I bet you she was reported and fired, because, like, I mean, that was the only course I took in the women's studies discipline, so, like, I didn't see her around at all, but I don't know if the students in that class were of the variety to report her for something like that. I mean, I sure as hell wasn't gonna go out of my way to do all that. Like, I had enough on my plate at the time, so I'm like, whatever. I'll just write the damn paper the way that you want it to be written, give me my grade, and I'm out. So, weird times, but yeah, like I said, university is a whole different breed of... The whole idea of writing a paper like that is to be using sources that you can quote from while providing the necessary credits to where you got them. Well, exactly, right? And when you tell me I can't choose from these sources, like, does that mean that these sources disprove the point you want me to find when I'm writing this paper? Like, oops. Like, does that mean that your stuff means nothing if I prove it wrong with the other sources? Like, you afraid I'm gonna find something that, like, I don't know. It's real sketchy. It's like, it's almost like, you know, Big Brother 1984, I want you to think a certain way. If you kind of go out of line, we're gonna find you and strap a cage with a rat to your face. I think that's how that ended, I don't know. Not that I want to spoil 1984 for anybody, but... For the Republic. Whoa. You're gonna ruin my thing. Don't shoot me. I'm messing up. You broke my shield. Double kill skill. Do I get extra? Oh, I think I do get extra fire rate for getting 2 kills. No! No! IK bunker can drop E-Tex, but if it's possible, look out for the Meteor dart for chucks. We have seen a couple darts. I don't know if we've seen that one. So, is it called dart for chucks? Is that what the name is, or just dart? Should have disproved disproved her out of spite. Reported to the board of the university behind her back. I could have. Whatever. Oh, that's a iridium piece. She might be gone now. That was in my 3rd year that happened. I mean, I didn't remember her enough to check. Oh, are you still here? Man, this sucks. I'd still rather this than Borderlands 3 legendary drop stuff, though. Like, I don't wanna have legendaries shitting out of my ass like crazy, but you know, I'd rather like actually earn the thing I'm looking for and find it. Are you a pearl? Or are you just a? Please, let me see you. I don't think that's a pearl. I think it's just a regular. Fuck, I'm gonna have to pick it up. My inventory has been tainted with a white item. Mr. Brian, welcome, my friend. How's the grind? Awful, we don't have the shield. No, it's fine. We've been doing okay. We actually got 2 shams tonight, actually. 2 or 3. I think we got 2. Yeah, we had 3 shams before. So, we're at 5 shams, 6 bunker SMGs. We got a customization tonight. We also got a bunker SMG tonight. We had 3 drops in a row. We had bunker SMG, a sham, and a customization, I think. The pistol is called the dart. Okay. We have found one. But starting now, we'll look for it. We'll make sure and see if we can find one. Because, yeah, I have seen... I just don't know if he drops E-Tech launchers, but like I don't see why that would be any different than like a regular E-Tech, so I missed something up here. A teacher legally cannot censor anything related to the curriculum, whether or not it proves or disproves their own view. This is not their job. Well, oh, Mr. Gabriel said, you see, you guys have the same background, it's just like a J and a G. That's the only difference. I keep thinking you're one and the same. I have to keep an eye out for that. Yeah, we have seen a couple darts, so I'll have to make sure to keep my eye on it. How was the day or the night, Mr. Brian? We're safe. Relatively. Kind of sucks you can't go back to Control Core. All the poor designers and developers made that whole area just to ever be seen once in the entire game. It's the only area you only see once in Borderlands 2, right? Like, you can't go back to it. It's the only place that does that. I hear loud noises. I don't know if they're close to me or not. Ah. Got him. Tired as fuck. Yeah. Same, I didn't sleep well last night, but that's alright. We're here for the shield. Sleep can wait. There's no time like the present. Sounds like he's saying poodoo. It's like the thing that Sabova says in Phantom Menace. His swear. How that happened in my junior year in high school. I did not let that stand. Oh, nice. I'll have to bring you into the university next time. Fuck. Failed that class, but I wrote the paper my way and the correct way just to prove a point. I'm surprised they still failed you the class then, if that was the case. Like, I mean, depends on the argument that you made for yourself, because, like, you know, I mean, at least in today's day and age, they probably wouldn't have failed you. Well, they don't fail kids anyway anymore, right? Like in high school. Apparently, it's a whole bunch of paperwork if you want to give a kid below 50%, so most of the teachers just don't. They just give you the 50 and that's that. But, yeah, like, today's day and age, they probably would have listened to whatever you had to say and then fired the teacher in the process. You're not a pearl either. I don't remember. I mean, I suppose I could drop the pearl that's in my inventory just to see what the beam actually looks like. I don't want to risk losing it though. I should be taking a shower and going to bed, but I saw you online. Don't feel ready for bed. All right. I would fucking do it again. I would do it again. So now I've got pizza and haven't been productive at all. Congratulations, my friend. You've hit peak life. That's alright. I'm gonna be up for like another 40-ish minutes, maybe, minimum. If you're up for that, go ahead. If you need to get to bed, by all means, don't let me stop you. It's just a great thing that you're here right now anyway, blessing us with your time. Tomorrow we're going to be doing a Borderlands 1 stream. Mr. Fatal and I, he's going on vacation on Friday, so we're going to get a Borderlands 1 stream going around the same time, like 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, on the PS3. We'll continue that series. I got to make sure I charge up my PS3 microphone, so in case anybody joins our game, I can attempt to communicate with them. Apparently the voice chat, like, I tried it with Mr. Fatal. If you're using that microphone, and, you know, because game audio doesn't go through those microphones, this is not how the PS3 was designed. If you have the gold wireless headset, then yeah, all audio and chat audio goes into the headset. But if you just have, like, the little earpiece or Bluetooth earpiece that most people would have had at the time, just chat audio goes through it. But if you're talking to somebody with it and they don't have a headset, apparently your chat audio is very quiet on their screen because it's just going to come out of their speakers unless they have a headset for themselves. And I have, like, the microphone sensitivity turned all the way up, so needless to say, even if somebody did join our game, could they even hear me is the other question. Checked out for the night, but I'm still here. Is there a way to get stream notifications? YouTube sucks. Yeah, there is. If you go to the... I assume you're subscribed, but if you go to, like, the subscribe option, there should be, like, a little bell there somewhere. Click that, and then it gives you 3 options. No notifications. Personalized notifications, which I'm not sure entirely what that is, and then all notifications. Because, yeah, when you subscribe to a channel, I don't know why YouTube does it this way, but it, like, automatically just turns the notifications off for that particular channel. I'm getting pulverized. So, yeah, if you want to, just click the bell. Now I gotta kill this thing. Oh, I messed up, I messed up, I messed up, I messed up. I kind of wish collecting health... Ooh, this is not gonna be good. The choppiest warp tunnel. The bell doesn't work? Really? Do you have, like... Does your phone have, like, notifications silenced after a certain time of the night or something? You know what? It's not that bad of money loss. It did get the teacher in trouble, though, and the principal forced them to regrade my paper. Don't know if you had a Discord or something. Oh, yeah, I've got a Discord. It's in the channel description now. I put it there. Or the About section, possibly. I don't know. There's a Discord link in there somewhere. The invite's open 24 hours, so don't worry about it expiring. Yeah. There's also some perks if you're into DS emulation. There's like 550 DS games available there that I found on some DVDs that I had in the basement from way back when. So I uploaded them to a Google Drive and just shared the link in there. So if that's your thing, go right ahead. They're just the NDS files, and then you can use them in an emulator. You can use them with an R4 card, whatever you have available. Don't think he dropped anything, though. No. The principal also said he wanted my paper set in the classroom as the fucking legal standard. The fuck, you have 20 viewers now? Oh yeah, we do. We're at 19, but yeah. Mr. Patches, welcome, my friend. We had 42 a couple days ago. We had 42 people watching me end my life slowly by looking for this shield. Nothing there either. Fuck. Had a few runs without anything. Kinda sucks. YouTube is the only app that is broken. I need a link to every ROM. I have a place. Oh yeah, you have a place? I know. This is just for mainly, like, if you want to just download these things and just keep them. Because I know sometimes the ROM sites are sketchy, or sometimes they just get taken down, because, heaven forbid, the FBI go after people who actually deserve to be captured. Nah, no more ROM sites. No more game access to games that the parent company just is not giving you access to anyway. So yeah, they're there if you want to just download them and keep them wherever, keep them on a hard drive. There's like around between like 500 and 550 games. Just wherever we got them from at the time. Put them on the R4 card. Obviously not all of them fit on the R4 card, but there were just 5 DVDs, so I just copied them all off the DVDs and made 5 folders and just put them in a Google Drive, and there you go. Link is in the Discord if you want that, and just download them all. Can't believe it or not, I did the paper, or because believe it or not, I did the paper in the way that did not violate plagiarism laws. I mean, it's pretty easy to do a paper that doesn't violate plagiarism. Just write it yourself and learn how to paraphrase and learn how to quote properly and cite your sources, and there you go. Like, it's not hard. It honestly is not hard to not plagiarize. Like, if anything, it's pretty easy. just not. Just don't copy things in the exact way that the other person said it. And if you are, make sure it's just a little snippet, and make sure you quote it properly with the proper citation method. Whether it's APA, MLA. Those are the ones that I kind of know off the top of my head, but, you know, do that properly. And if you're gonna take some other longer piece of information, just paraphrase it, put it in your own words, and still cite it at the end where you got it from. And then there you go. Expand upon it even after you're done talking about it. Expand, like, what were your thoughts on what this person had to say? How does this improve your situation within your paper? Like, that's the kind of thing, right? Use the old noggin. I have a website that I get my ROMs from. I collect digital games. I have 24 plus terabytes. Good lord, brother. Holy fuck. I mean, DS games ain't that big, so not really in the terabyte range, but... Yeah. Hello. Oh. Available for streaming to my phone at any time. Nice. Yeah, no, there's tons of emulators out there, right? Like, even older consoles, like the PS TV. Even if you mod it, you can play a whole bunch of emulators. Dreamcast. You're not a sham. Dreamcast, Game Boys, DS is finicky at the moment on the Vita, but PSP, a whole bunch of other stuff, whole bunch of other older stuff. Like, it's great. But I mean, yeah, obviously with streaming and modern remedies to that whole sort of thing, yeah, emulation is now easier than ever. What are you? Nothing. Why did you fall? Wheel gun. That one fell so much further away from everything else. Damn. My point is your teacher was an idiot. Oh, I know. I know. She was something special. We had like these like online check-ins or something every, I don't know what it was, like every 2 weeks or something. Like check in for what? Like the whole class is designed to be done online on my own time. Like I don't know why you think that, oh, this is an online class and a bunch of people are taking it. Why do you think that people actually wanted to be in real class when they took an online class? I don't know. What I said to her face in front of everyone. Jeez. Mr. Jim does not pull his punches when it comes to teachers. Man, look at how things are looking. Maybe I should get a hard drive and start archiving ROMs I want. Yeah, I think that's probably the best bet, right? I mean, the more game consoles there are, the more games that are getting archived, and yeah, bigger. Just get like a server. Just get like what Mr. Brian does. Just get a several terabyte server and just start backing up ROMs or something. Or there's even ways. I think if you have like a Blu-ray drive, like a USB Blu-ray drive, you can just rip the game off of the disc. So if you own like a whole bunch of physical games and you're worried about preserving those, then yeah, just rip your own copy, turn it into a ROM file, and then just store it on a hard drive, and you can play it on an emulator wherever you want to go. Like, I think the whole thing with ROM emulation is just really cool, especially if you have one of those handheld PCs like we were talking about earlier. I don't know how well it all works on the Steam Deck, but I know on the Legion Go, since it runs Windows, like you can load up RC PS3 on there, and because it has the built-in controllers, it's just kind of like instant translation, everything just kind of works. And, I don't see why that wouldn't be the case for other emulators, like a GameCube emulator, or a Xbox emulator, that kind of thing, right? Like, run! I don't like the power loaders. Like, if you don't have any kind of corrosive or explosive gun, you're pretty much just in for a world of hurt. You can kill them, but it's just an annoyance. It's a labor. Ow. Don't touch me. I have all my Switch games backed up. I have everything backed up. It's awesome. Yeah, I know. I'm a backup man myself. I'm something of a scientist myself. Like, I have all my phones backed up. Like, I back up my Vita to my PS3, and I back up my PS3 to a hard drive. Because you never know. Ooh. Oh, I thought that was an E-Tech. You never know when some lunatic will come around with a sadistic choice. And, like, so yeah. Especially, yeah, games nowadays. I think I might just start backing up my own games, too. Because, yeah, one of the big ROM sites the FBI took down for... Was it for Switch games, or was it for, like, most Nintendo games? I don't remember exactly. Partisan RPG, almost. Close to a Topnia. Not quite.
That's amazing.
I'm gonna need you to shut the fuck up. Venom. Legion Go is better. Steam Deck brick twice out of a warranty. Ooh. I mean, what are you trying to do with your Steam Deck where it's getting bricked, though, is the question. Did the deck brick doing something intense or kind of just die randomly? The biggest sites are still... Okay, well that's good then. Like, if you have a safe way of obtaining stuff off of those sites, I'd say just go for it. Just start downloading shit at will and then buying hard drives and archiving it all in there. I mean, not that I condone piracy or anything, no. Don't take me. But, like, if you're a game company And you're not giving people access to your games unless you buy the 30-year-old fucking console that's already on life support. Like, I just don't understand, because even if you go out and buy, like, for the N64, for example, not that those have, like, an insanely high failure rate or anything, but, like, you go out and buy an N64, and you want to play games on it. You're not buying these games directly from Nintendo. Nintendo makes zero profit off of games bought today for the N64 physically. There's no harm in just going to these sites and obtaining these games. Like, because they're not seeing that money. Like, I don't understand what their whole problem is. If you want to praise yourself on owning the rights to this game, you're basically just giving a middle finger to all your fans saying, yeah, I own the game, but I'm going to gatekeep it. You're not allowed to have it digitally on other stuff. You have to buy it physically. It's so stupid to me that they do that, but I mean, gaming is not what it once was. Like, we're gone are the days of, like, pure backwards compatibility that worked really well. Like, even the Switch 2, for a lot of the Switch 1 games, it just doesn't fucking work. Because it's emulating a Switch 1, and obviously you're going to run into problems with that. Every time with emulation, it's always not going to be 100% perfect. Case in point, Borderlands 3 on the Switch 2 is unplayable. The lighting bugs that it has makes it basically unplayable, and that's because it's emulating the game. It's different than, you know, PS3 original, or even PS2 for that matter, which had the actual hardware in the console to play the backwards compatible games. Like, with the Wii, you could play GameCube. With the Wii U, you could play Wii. Like, you know. But no. I mean, the PS5, at least, has backwards compatibility. Like, it has I don't know if it has PS4 hardware. It might also be emulating, but at least it's better coverage for that kind of stuff. And the Xbox Series X does a decent job at backwards compatibility, too, but still, it's something that is slowly fading away. Unfortunately. Where the fuck is the Sham, bruh? Where is it? Oh, I missed some stuff. Nope, no mods. Black screen of death, 2 months out of warranty, so it lasted 14 months. Paid $200 to fix them. It died 100 days later, 10 days out of repair warranty. Damn! Just lost the silicone lottery. I have an Ion Neo device as well, and it still works flawlessly. PC is the only way to play everything. And the official way of having those games digital is paying for the online services for the N64 emulator. Yeah, that's the other thing. You know, Nintendo isn't, like, they aren't idiots, right? They're like, oh yeah, these games, we're not making them physically anymore, so we're not getting profit. How do we get profit for people who want to play these old games that we've seemingly made it near impossible to play on modern stuff? We'll just charge you for an online service so you can play those games again. So in some way, we're getting money from you for these games that you want to play that we could easily just make available, but no. And even for, like, the PlayStation stuff, right? Like, my ultimate PlayStation console would be a, like, PS6, for example. We have 26 people in here. Welcome, everybody. A PS6 console that you can just put the old discs in, and it just works. You don't need to download anything. Just put the game in, and it works. Maybe a resolution bump, but, like, still. If it's gonna break the game, it's gonna break it. Like, then just don't do it. Like, I want to be able to put a PS1 game into my PS6, and then just play it. PS2, just play it. PS3. Like, if the PS6 can't emulate the PS3 properly, then I don't know what we're doing. I understand the PS4 couldn't do it because it was so different, and to be honest, the cell processor in the PS3 was pretty damn near the same as the PS4 processor in terms of performance. So yeah, no shit, you're not going to be able to emulate that with something that's the same performance, but yet so different in terms of architecture. PS5, you could make an argument that maybe it could emulate the PS3. Maybe not, like, 100%, but it still probably could do it. But, like, PS6, it should be able to, but they're not going to. They'd rather charge you for a service where you can play all these games you probably already own, instead. Whoa. Made my own personal version of Game Pass for myself. I just need a controller with me to play anything, anywhere. PC's the best, but having a thing designed for games just feels so much better, even if you're using ROMs. Real hardware is always better. Yeah, I agree. I don't know what it is, like just sitting down with the console that's designed to play the thing. I mean, plus, like, you know, they make their little kooky interfaces, right? Like having the PS4 home screen, PS3 home screen and all that, PS2, whatever. I'm a PlayStation guy, so there's my point of references, but like, yeah, it's just something to just be able to sit down. The stuff is designed to work on these consoles, so you know it'll work every time. You don't need to fiddle with component requirements, like maybe my thing can run it, maybe it can't. Like, no, if it comes out for this console, it's probably going to be able to run it every time. Right? There's just something to that that's just very nice. Yeah, you're not getting the best performance, possibly, because you're not using a PC or it doesn't look as good, but if you're not somebody who cares about that, then you know what? At the end of the day, as long as you can play the game that you want to play, that's what matters. Same with this version of the game. It was the only way I could play Borderlands 2 at the time. It was the first time I ever played Borderlands 2. I didn't care. I could play the game. I wanted to play the game I liked, and I could play it. That's what matters, I think. We kind of lost that when the console wars took over, but... Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Uh-oh. Go away. Go away. Stop. Uh-oh. Yeah. Don't look at it. It can't hurt. The lag can't hurt you if you don't look at it. Fuck off. Jesus. We blew through all the RNG in the middle of the stream, it would seem. My lord. PS2 didn't have a home screen. Well, I mean, it had the, you know, the menu, quote unquote, like, with the spinning orbs if your clock battery didn't die. Had the spinning orbs and all that stuff. System browser, quote unquote. But you know what I mean. Has its own little interface thing. PS3 definitely has the power for... Or PS5 definitely has the power for PS3. I don't really give Nintendo any more money. Just love the Switch form factor so much. I wish there was something similar that just isn't Nintendo. I like my deck, but it just doesn't feel quite as good. Big paws. Legion of the Go is a hefty boy. Hang on. Let me go back to the main menu and read this stuff. 6. Legion Go is a hefty boy. It's an everywhere but a bed device, and the Neo 2021 Pro is so much lighter. It's perfect for bed. I don't know. The Legion Go, I mean, you know, I kind of got used to the heft. It's not terrible, but I think I mentioned this in a stream before. Portable devices have gotten to a point where they've separated between being portable and being pocketable. And I think the best portable devices were the ones that were more pocketable. Like, I love the form factor of the Vita. I love this thing. I don't, like, it's the perfect kind of screen size. Like, it's a portable device. So you're expecting it to be small. Right? Like, I'm not expecting an 8 or 9 inch screen. Like, if I want a big screen, I'm going to go on the TV. But if I'm going somewhere, I don't want to lug around this huge thing that, like, looks like I'm a goof and trying to organize some, like, aerial strike thing, right? And I have to carry around the power adapter with it too, like this big power adapter. Like, the Vita was so small you could throw it in a bag, throw it in your pocket, not worry about it. I mean, if you needed the power adapter, sure, you could use the power adapter, but any, like, little USB power thing would work for it, especially if you had the Vita 2000 with the micro USB. And I don't know, we've kind of stepped away from that kind of... What the fuck is it? What loader talks like that? That one sounded different. Was that just the hot loader guy? I really want to see somebody bore bunker on the Vita. I just want to see if it's even possible, or if the game just crashes immediately. Because, like, it slows down even the beefiest of PCs when you do that. Got him. You guys are texting so much, I can't keep up. Also, most of the interesting games can be emulated on pretty much anything now. The only ones lagging behind right now, I think, the OG Xbox. The Sega Saturn. I'm surprised the OG Xbox has kind of fallen behind in the emulation space, because, like, it was more a PC than anything back in the day. Like, just a... It was pretty much just a PC. Oh, it was a hot loader. Okay. He speaks. This guy. I don't know if I need to kill all these guys beforehand. I just don't want them shooting at me while I'm sifting through my riches. Even big paws. Big paws. Come on down to Ram Ranch. Saturn emulation, what are you trying to play? All you need is the Sonic RJK. Severe weather is hitting, I just lost internet. Oh shit, I'm on my phone now, probably gonna lose power. We've lost Mr. Brian. Pay your respects. We'll see you in the obituaries. Have a good stream, buddy, my phone's under 20%. Alright, Mr. Brian, you take care, my friend. Hopefully the weather's gets better for you. I know we have an insane heat today, but hopefully you got some backup batteries over there. Charge up that phone. I always keep some backup battery banks charged up no matter what. Might charge my phone insanely slow, but, like, at least it'll keep it alive. I gotta get one of those, like, big 100,000 milliamp hour battery banks. The ones that have, like, actual outlets on them. Fuck, we've just been getting a whole lot of fuck all. Jeez. We started off so promising. Steam Deck sits fine. Steam Deck sits fine in my paws, but it's still just kind of unwieldy and heavy. I can never justify taking it anywhere but a trip. I mostly use it at home just because it feels nicer for emulation. Yeah, like, I feel like the Vita is that kind of device where you can just take it on a bus and, like, it's no different than pulling out your phone kind of thing, right? Like, because phones nowadays are the size of what the entire Vita was. So, you know, that kind of thing's just regular. But, I don't know. I think even if... I mean, they have professional people designing these things, right? Like, I don't think you could fit in comparable performance into a device that is, like, this thin anymore. I mean, maybe they could if they did some serious, like, hardware revision stuff, but, like, even then, the Vita had like, games looked insane on this thing with a 540p screen. If they could somehow do that today, make a screen like that, keep it OLED, because Vita OLED was nice, keep it OLED, and just have that kind of size screen with 540p, maybe even 720p, I don't know. Like, you could probably run games at insanely high frame rates because you're not pushing insanely high resolutions, yet the game still looks really good on there. Like, I don't know. I'm insane. If no spare batteries, I can just recently found out Protogens can be used to charge most USB devices. Yeah, but, like, does everybody have Protogens, though? Oh, shred him down. Make him eat heat. Insane, we shredded him the whole time with the kill skill. Get out of the way! Oh, you're a fucking jet loader guy. Move, sir! How many furries are in your chat? I don't know. None, I hope. Not that I would even know how to tell, but like... Plug in the Nintendo Switch dock and a Prodigen face screen. I think I'm the only one brain. Demo though. I wouldn't say I'm a furry, but I just hang out with very adjacent circles. Kind of learned it all via osmosis. Ooh, we got a customization! Wow, I begged for something and I suppose I got something. I shouldn't be too mad. I asked and I receiveth. I should have asked for more, but it's something at least. We're on the right track. Melee shield. What customization is that? Ooh, it's a new one! It's one that we don't have yet. Wow. I think we've only gotten the one, so we still have... How many Vault Hunters are there? 6? So we have 4 more to go after getting that one. Well, that's something. $138. Mr. 7 Days, welcome back, my friend. How are you? Still drunk? Still partying? Just thought it was funny. Y'all crack me up. I think osmosis is plants. It's called cultural osmosis. No shams yet. We got 2 shams today. We got 2 shams earlier. They were both... We got one was an 81, so that was like 3 81 shams in a row, and then we got an 80%, so like the game's just kicking us while we're down, it would seem. You didn't want to type it all out. There was a game on the App Store like years ago, it was called Osmos. You played as this giant like blue orb thing, and it's like Slither IO kind of game, but it was the first one. Like you just kind of go around, you try and eat up all the other planet thing looking things, orbs. That was the game. So I think that's the butcher on the screen, isn't it? Omen, perhaps? And we had to read Moby Dick for my one text and context class in my 4th year. Omens was a big thing. It was a fun class, though. We got to read, when we would do, like, the read-aloud sections after explaining stuff and explaining theory. I always tried to read Captain Ahab's parts. He was fun. The monomaniacism in Captain Ahab. There be a twist in old Ahab's eyes. There be but a twinkle in old Captain Ahab's eyes. Or Starbuck, he was a fun one to read too. I see. See you later. Phone is donezo. Alright, Mr. Brian, you have a good night, my friend. Get some sleep. Get some sleep. It's supposed to be a meteor shower around here somewhere, either today or tomorrow, so that'll be fun to keep an eye out for. Better than the game bricking or killing itself. Yo, Osmos was sick. Hey, somebody knows of Osmos. No way. My uncle had it on his iPad, like 2 or something, and that's how I figured out about it, because we had an iPad as well. I used to play Osmos on Android. Osmos was sick. Yeah, the sound design was really good in it. Like, I have the same Apple ID account from way back when. I just don't know if the game... Maybe it still exists on the App Store? I don't know. Or maybe, even if it doesn't, it's in my purchase list. I just have to see if it ever got a 64-bit update so that it works on anything past iOS 11. You don't. I wish I could shoot these out of the air. It would make it a little more fun. Mr. Zach is still alive. Good to hear, my friend. Good to hear. I got a job interview tomorrow. I'm hyped. What's the job interview for? What position are you hoping to get? Yeah. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to, like, whip out a Ouija board for the next stream and then just fucking contact some spirits to sell my soul away so I can obtain this shield. I'm gonna make a post on Reddit when that happens. I'm gonna be so happy. Just so I want to know if anybody else has actually got one on the Vita. That will tell me. Because we might be the first people in history to have ever obtained a 94 Sham on the Vita version. Nothing here. I can open the customization, I guess, or unlock it. Bam. Doesn't tell me what character it's for, but, like, whatever. Suppose it doesn't matter. I'll figure it out when I go to customize the other ones. I mean, you're still alive. Oh yeah, barely. We're still here. Good to see 21 people here. Hope you're all well, folks. Yeah, we had, I think earlier we had 26, so. Doing well. Like it alive. Part of iOS 10 are still 64-bit, depends on what device you're on. Also, I'm going to work at a hardware store. Nice, man. Hope you get it. Hardware stores can be fun. But yeah, like, parts of iOS 10 were 64-bit, but I think iOS 11, when it hit, you know, when it hit the devices at the time, they cut off, like, it was like, alright, 32-bit software needs to be updated to 64-bit. We're not supporting 32-bit on these things anymore. So if you don't, because I remember the, in iOS 10, you'd get the message, like, oh, like the end user's gonna do something, but it's like, oh, the developer of this app needs to update it to have it work in future updates or something, like future iOS updates. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Email the developer? I sold my soul for $5 on a high five. Good man. Know your worth. But yeah, I don't know. I would assume Osmos probably got a 64-bit update. It was pretty popular at the time, so I don't see why it wouldn't. I know Flappy Bird didn't. I saw there was an infinite money glitch, technically. Because I know people were selling devices that had Flappy Bird on it. I'm going to let you in on an infinite money glitch here right now. Have an Apple ID or something that has the game already downloaded. Buy a bunch of iPhone 5s, update them, download the game to the phone, because you can just download the purchase at will once you've already downloaded it, and then just sell off the phones for an outrageous amount of money. And there you go, infinite money glitch. I don't know if people are still selling devices with Flappy Bird on them for an outrageous price. Why the fuck do you leave so fast? Oh, whoa, whoa. I've been mortally wounded. I've been touched. What are you doing this weekend? Oh, it's too far away for me to tell. I work on the weekend, so, like, you know, that. I don't know if I'm doing anything special this weekend, though. It is what it is. Everybody works, so not really a whole lot of us around, and by the time we get home, then it's just like you want to relax and not do anything too strenuous. Ooh, that's crunchy. I am angry. Most of my 32-bit iOS devices are below iOS 10. Most of them got stopped at 9. Ah, the old Osmos is still alive, and it's been alive since 2009. Just found it again. The game's... Damn, really? Oh, you can play it on a browser. Okay. I have my wall of iPhones, like, over and up above my desk there. I have all the... I have the OG iPhone, 2 3GSs, a 4, a 4S, a 5, 2 5Ss, 6, a 6S, a 7, an 8, a 10, a 10R that's iCloud locked, and I'm gonna get into it one day. And then my 13 Pro that I have, and I have a couple of the iPods too. the iPod 3, oh no, I have the iPod 2, Touch 2, the iPod 5, the iPod Nano 3, the iPod Nano 6, I think was the one that like everybody used to wear as like the Apple Watch of the time. They made like actual wristbands for it. And there's some other stuff I had too, like a couple iMacs that are old. eMac, which is my favorite thing, our old mini DV or mini VHS camera that was my entire childhood was filmed on. The eMac that I have, because I have like an old version of iMovie on it, and it also has FireWire 400 on it, so it connects to the mini DV port on the camera. You can get all the footage off of the mini VHS onto there. I have all my old iDevices and iPods and iPads, my old Sony and Microsoft consoles. Nice. Same here, I have all my old stuff. Jailbroke / hard model them all. I do major solder work for a hobby. Nice, man. I guess the iPhone 10's unlock pin is 4444. Nah, that's not. It still has all my stuff on it from when I used it, because the 6S, the 10, and the 13 Pro, those are like my main phone. Well, I'm still using the 13 Pro, but like the 10 and the 6S were my main phones at the time that I got them. So they still have all my old stuff. My 6S is still on iOS 10.3 point something. I think I never updated it past then. I know it goes to 15, but I left it. I have an iPod Classic first gen with a big hard drive inside. I've seen people do this, like they open them up and take out, like they had like the little mini, still mechanical hard drives, so it's like pretty impressive for the time that they were able to make them that small, but yeah, like people would do SD card mods for that, and you could just throw a terabyte of music and get an old iPod if you really wanted to. Are you still thinking of adding background music to these streams? That's a good question. I want to, I just have to find background music to add, and I have to rebalance the audio probably. So I like having a good balance of you guys being able to hear me and also being able to hear the game audio without having to like crank the shit out of the volume to actually hear the game audio. I know this one other guy that used to watch the channel, he really liked the Rec Room streams, but I haven't seen him in a long time. I don't remember what his YouTube name was, but I remember we called him Mr. Loyalty. And I don't think anybody currently in here right now was around in the channel when we did that. But Mr. Loyalty used to make his own, he would like make his own little beats or his own little music with an app, and I screen recorded one of his songs because I really liked it, and that one would be a good background song to use, but like need more than one song obviously. He's not dropping shit in the middle anymore either, what the fuck? Do I have to like analyze his fucking drop patterns so I know, okay, if shit's not dropping this way, then he's not dropping a Sham? Is that a thing on the Vita? Everything's so streamlined on here that like you can just tell. Because they didn't want to throw in extra ones and zeros to make it more randomized. I want to see a legendary out of here, come on. Or a pearl would be cool. Man, what the fuck? I've had a 12 Pro Max around 5 years on 16.5 dopamine jailbreak. They still make jailbreaks? Jeez. It's been a long time since I've jailbroke something. I didn't even know they still made it. What would you even use a jailbreak for anyway? I feel like most of the jailbreak features that you wanted on your iPhone back in the day, like they just added into software now. Like screen recording, I remember that was a huge one. I mean, I know they have a file app, but like it's probably not as excessive as iFile was. Love it as a daily driver, runs great. I want one of the mini phones, like either a 12 or a 13 mini. I feel like those would be cool. If you need help modding a console phone, let me. I'll let you know, man. For sure. Gotta have a plug somewhere. No, man, they added a 2 into the Vita's code. I don't know why I laugh so much at that. The Vita exceeds all possible reality. You want binary? No, it's trinary. There's fucking zeros, ones, and twos. How do you think it's able to achieve such choppy frame rate yet still be alive somehow? They're throwing in twos somehow. Somewhere. Vita means life. Ah, you got no arms. Oh, it's an easy kill at least. These are my favorite ways to kill them. Just shred them with the infinity and do this. So satisfying. There we go. So quick. I shouldn't look at the chat as I'm running up to the stairs. It's a very dangerous habit to get into. Where are you? Yeah. Fall over and die, you piece of fuck. Every single phone since I've had as a kid has been rooted or jailbroken. I just want full root access to my device. I paid for it, so I should be able to use anything. You're the kind of person that drives around and is like, I paid for the full speedometer, I'm gonna use the full speedometer. No, I mean, that's fair, right? I think more and more nowadays, right, with, when you buy something, you have, like, way less access to the thing that you actually bought. I mean, well, it's so much so that I think, at least, like, media culture, right? Like, when we talk about streaming games or streaming movies, I mean, theoretically, you're just paying for access to use the service. You're not owning any of the movies or any of the games, right? So, I mean, I know people get upset when a game gets taken off of Game Pass or gets taken off of the PlayStation Plus catalog or, like, Netflix or something, right? But, like, you can't really get upset because you didn't pay to own any of that stuff. You just paid for the privilege to access the stuff, right? And, like, that's why I always love buying like, DVD movies. You can't take that away from me. Even if you want to, like, disable my PS5's DVD playing capability or PS4 playing capability, like, you can't take away my PS2 and its ability to play DVDs. Like, it was built to, like, for ownership. You own the game, you can play the game. Right, and streaming, I think companies, big, what do you call it? I don't know, their MO behind streaming is that, oh, it's convenience. You don't need to own all these things physically and waste up space in your house. It's just convenient. You can just stream a game whenever you want. And it's, quote-unquote, cheaper to just pay the $13 a month than to buy all these games. But there's still, you know, you're losing that, like, by not paying more than the $13 a month, you're losing the ability to own the game whenever you want and play it whenever you want. Right? Like, it's, I don't know, it's a different world now. I don't necessarily like where it's going in terms of gaming. I don't know, I'm somebody who liked my physical copies. I like reading the manuals and looking at all the pictures and seeing all the cool advertisements for the time, because it's like a time capsule in a way, right? Like, on a lot of the older games, like PS2, PS3 era, you, like, look on the back of the manuals, or you, like, look at the last page of the manual, and you could see, like, I know for the LEGO Star Wars games, it had the sets of the time, and it's just cool to see like how they advertised it and what was out at the time and some of the games that would come out. Like, I think Borderlands 1, the version that I have, on the back of the manual has got like a BioShock coming to PS3 advertisement on it. I don't know, and like sometimes you got like lore and everything too for certain characters or certain locations or something, right? In those little instruction booklets. And now, I mean, yeah, sure, they post them online maybe, but I feel like people are, if it's not in the game already, like if it's not in the game case, the thing that I already have access to, I can just pick it up and read. I'm not gonna go out and try and find whatever fucking QR code belongs to the menu, or belongs to the game, so I can read the manual. Nice. I'll read those in a second. I just gotta be cool. Okay. Yeah. Oh. I love the extra fire rate you get with this. I'm gonna die. Let's please not do that again. I fucked up trying to shoot his turret last time. Should have used the sniper. The Infinity has too much bullet spread. Oh my lord, I missed a lot. A lot of games that get sent into Game Pass are only there because they have microtransactions to make money off of you. The way I see it, if the product is free, you are the product. See it that way. I wish tech was shittier. I want my phone to be a big, heavy, portable computer with sharp angles and a carrier grip. There is nothing free. If it's free, you are what makes the money. I miss coming home from GameStop, reading my games, finding all the tips and tricks, sitting in the back of the car reading. Yep. You know it. A lot of us know it too. A lot of us yearn for those days back. But I mean, I guess it's just a bygone era, right? Things are always changing and things are always evolving, and you know, that's just one of the things that got left behind, I suppose. There were bigger and better things on the horizon. In order to reach those things, other stuff had to be put in the past. What are you? Nothing. Fuck. Alright, how long? We've been going, we technically hit time. We'll go, should we make it an even 150 runs, you think? Depending on how fast we get through them. Then we'll call it a night. It's like 2:13 in the morning, so maybe we'll see how fast we can get through these next couple. Now you're lucky if you get a game disc. It's all digital garbage now. I still have my old physical media games. I don't know which game this was, but it was like some new game. Maybe it was for Xbox. I don't know. Like, you know, you order the collector's edition or the special edition, something, and it comes with the steelbook. The steelbook does not come with the game in it, and not only does it not come with the game, it doesn't even come for a spot for the disc in the game. Like, it's just, you open it, it's empty, and it has the two little prongs for where a manual would go. And on the right side, it's just flat. There's no disc insert. It's stupid. Like, people buy the steelbook as a game case, too. Like, you can put your game in it. Like, my Borderlands 3 for the PS4, when I got it, when it came out, I got the Super Deluxe Edition, and it has the cool slipcover, the holographic slipcover with, you know, the cool art on it. And then underneath is the steelbook. Like, why? And the game came in it, so, like, why are we moving away from that? I don't understand. I don't understand. Oh, why are you here, bruh? Ow. Peace shield, come back, please. I didn't mean any of what I said. No! Who's touching me? There we go, we still got him. Wasn't smooth, but we still got him. And even like Steam too, right? Like I remember you used to be able to launch Steam in offline mode right from your desktop. You didn't need to log in and authenticate anything and then put it into offline mode. You could just load into offline mode, but now you need some kind of connection, so you can't even play your games offline, like without having already been connected to Steam servers. It's so stupid. Like it baffles me that you cannot play the games that are physically downloaded to your computer without an internet connection or some kind of authentication thing or something. For fuck's sakes. It's gonna be a long 150. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start investing in some background music to this shit. Make it somewhat intriguing. What the hell is this called? Twappa derp. Nothing says 2012 like that. The derp era. I keep seeing the money and I'm like, oh, it's a legendary beam, but no. I'm woefully mistaken. First time I had that ever happen to me when I got Fallout 76 in 2017, I think, or whatever. Opened the case, there was a disc insert, but a cardboard disc with a code on it. Oh my god, really? Such a shame games aren't the same. I miss the way it was when I was a kid back in the day. You didn't need online for Steam. I've had my Steam account for 12, 13 years. I miss the good old days. Damn, we sound old. Meal the derp era never ended. Oh, my apologies. I was unfamiliar with your game. I know. Like, there's just something to be said about getting a game and plopping it in your PS2, and then you just play it. Like, I understand, you know, these things, technology fails. It gets old, it fails, right? That's just the nature of anything. Nothing lasts forever. But at least with PS2 stuff, it's relatively easy to fix. Like, it's relatively easy to just buy a new laser, or buy a new die for the laser and whatever, fix the fan, and then it works like brand new. And again, you don't need to sit through a million fucking updates for the game to actually just function. Like, at least there are still some developers out there who put the full game on the disc, and you can just load it up and play it that way. Like, even if you don't want the day one patch, maybe it won't be as stable as it could be, but, like, you can still play the game. And I think, you know, props to those devs. Like, I think Spider-Man 2, that was the, like, that's, you can do that. God of War Ragnarok, you can play the game day one with no patches if you want, if you just want to play the game. But, like, that kind of stuff is very, very rare. Thank God I can't blow up my own turret. I wish the conference call nerf never happened. You just shred through the fucking bunker as much as you want. Instead we gotta do this. Like, the game lags so much, the recoil isn't even... like, I can't visibly see the recoil, but I see the bullets go as if the recoil had happened. Please, what? The sky is falling apart. The gears of God's watch fell apart. Boom! I'll stand on the other side. How about that, bunker? You gonna drop it for me if I stand on the right side this time? Maybe. I remember when I could insert the game into my console and play it without needing a day one update. No. I remember a copy of Skyrim for the PS3 came with a map in the region. It wasn't just paper, it was kind of textured to look like a canvas. My Skyrim PS3 was so bad it was good lol. I missed the Xbox and PS3 Skyrim. My Xbox 360 came with Skyrim. Did it come with Uno though? I say I missed them, they're sitting next to me. I remember when Uncharted, like the first Uncharted, the instruction manual was made to look like Nathan Drake's journal. Drop a sham. Break the tension. But yeah, it was made to look like the his journal that he carried around, and even GTA 5 for PS3 and 360. I'm pretty sure it still came with like the map. Like you could just hang it up like a poster. And yeah, it's just the whole map of Los Santos. Huh? Pyroclastic projectile. Damn it. 6 more runs to go on the night, and then bedtime. Look, it's the Sham. Man. Still have my 360 GTA 5. Well, there you go. Speak of the devil hanging on my wall that came in the case. I also have the Fallout New Vegas one. I have Fallout New Vegas, but I think my buddy got it for me. Like it was heavily used. Like somebody, oh Harold, somebody spilled something on it at some point. I don't know if it has the map in it though, but it was the PS3 version. With the collector's guide. Ooh, the collector's guide. Like, I remember even the Borderlands 2 collector's edition. Again, I don't know how you got this, but like it came with like a huge red chest. Came with the steelbook with the game. And a bunch of other stuff, like collector's edition stuff that you don't really see anymore. When GTA 5 came out on the PC, it was like 7 CDs. It was 7 DVDs, not CDs. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. Because, yeah, CDs, it would have been, like, an outrageous number. Them 700 megabyte, 700 megabyte capacity. No, I think it was DVDs that they had. Like, it was like 4.5 gigs or something per DVD. Need 7 CDs to install. I have that case. That's a cool case, though. Like, I just find it weird that, you know, you buy a game like that and it just comes with 7 discs. I found the Old Republic, the Star Wars Old Republic game at some Value Village. I mean, I know it's still a subscription-based game, so even if you, like, because it's free on Steam, so there's really no point in trying to find it physically. But, like, it's still cool to have physically, but even that one has like 3 DVDs to install, and it's just weird. I mean, consoles today, like, I mean, more PS4 and Xbox One, it's rare to find a game that has 2 discs. Like, I know more of the bigger games had it, like Red Dead and God of War Ragnarok, they had 2 discs, and probably a few others. I don't think there's any games on PS5 and Series X that have 2 discs. I would really hope not, because you can fit like 100 or 150 gigs on an Ultra HD Blu-ray, and if you're needing more than that for 1 disc, then I think you've got an optimization problem. Bro forgot to zip a few files. Ah, don't hurt me. I've done nothing but kill you several times over and over again. And DVDs can hold up 17 gigs. I don't think DVDs went up that high. Like, regular DVDs, I think, held 4.5 gig, and then, like, dual-layer DVDs held, like, around 8-ish gigs, 8.5 maybe. I don't think they ever held 17 gigs on a single disc, though. You're kind of getting closer to Blu-ray territory with that, because Blu-rays could hold 50 gigs on a standard Blu-ray. And then, yeah, Ultra HD could hold either 100 or 150. Don't remember exactly. And CDs were the piss-poor 700 megabytes. Actually, it's not that bad, but there's this one pawn shop up by the cottage, up by our cottage. The dude's selling, like, I don't know who traded these in, but he's selling brand new, still wrapped in whatever wrapping it came in, zip drives for the old IBM computers of yesteryear. I do not own a zip drive reader of any kind, nor would I have anything, like, cameras, I think, used them. It's before compact flash, probably. They held, like, 1.3 megabytes of storage. Oblivion had 2 discs. I once saw a game that was big enough to take 6 discs. Yeah, you wonder why they stopped making PC physical games. I mean, I guarantee, like, if PCs had adopted, like, PC case manufacturers, I guess more, and, like, gaming PC manufacturers, if they had adopted the Blu-ray drive, then we probably would have seen a few more years of PC physical releases, but because they just went all digital, then yeah, no more. Even PC games in the late 90s and early 2000s had 2 to 3 disc installs. I also misread it depends on what double-sided DVD, such as DVD 10 can do max 9.4. Yeah, I think that's just a dual-layer DVD. Or a double-sided DVD. I don't know, that's different. Double-sided DVD. Because, like, I know God of War... I think both God of Wars, like God of War 1 and God of War 2 and the PS2 used dual-layer DVDs. That's why the OG fat PS2 has a hard time reading them, is because it can't read dual layers very well. But yeah, that was like around 8.5 gigs. And I guess dual-sided DVDs? Never seen one of those. Or maybe I have. But I guarantee they're like way less common. Alright, Bunker. It's been a long time since you've dropped us something worth it. That's gonna change, because, it's just gonna. I'm going to start saying racial slurs out loud on the internet if you don't. I remember, like, it was either Windows 95 or Windows 98. If you got the floppy install of it, it had like 8 or something floppy disks for installation. Like, I can't imagine if you lose one of them, you're fucked. Like if you lost disk 5 or something, then you're basically screwed. Doesn't matter that you have the other ones. It would have been cool if it could like if you have all but one, it could like reconstruct that disc, but maybe not. The floppies are pretty small. 1/4-inch floppies. This reminds me of the Please Insert Cassette B from the early days to listen to the rest of your album. Oh yeah. Our van had a cassette player in it when I was a kid. I'm pretty sure my parents used it, but it had a cassette / CD player in it, so I'm sure they probably used more of the CD player aspect since it was the newfangled technology of the time. You gotta stop with this underwhelming shit, man. I just love how there's no voice lines for Axon when he sees a legendary item. But like, no, a blue item? Good God. Now that's amazing. It fucking ain't amazing, brother. It's sad and pathetic. 147. God damn, I'm flipping the record. So game burning and CD-ROM protection became big early times because people kept game backups for probably those reasons. Yeah, I know, there was especially in the mid-2000s, with more kind of DVD PC games, I can't remember exactly what it was called. It was called, like Game Disc or something. It was called, like, it was some archaic copyright protection that they put in DVD games for PCs at the time, and there was a driver in Windows, particularly Windows XP and kind of Vista, that piece of software on the disk would look for, so, it would kind of act as some kind of copyright protection. However, at the end of Vista's life and middle parts of Windows 7 life, they disabled the driver, so none of those PC games would work then, and then in Windows 10 they just flat out got rid of the driver, and so any of those games don't work. So you need cracked versions of those game executable files in order to actually run them, which kind of sucks, but yeah. I'm not that old, but I use some old shit. I use my grandpa's old Soviet Sony Walkman rip-off to listen to old cassettes of a famously shitty Soviet comedian. So just losing the disc or damaging it, or just piracy. Yep. Ugh. I keep seeing that one meme on TikTok where it's like, bro was born in 2019 but had a Gen Z childhood. What the fuck is you doing, man? Tired. It was Safe Disk. Safe Disk, that's what it was called, yeah. And Secure ROM. Yeah, I have Spider-Man 3 on the PC, and that one had it, and it took me years before I actually learned what the fuck it was. And then somebody had posted online the cracked game executable file, so I just install the game from the DVD, and then download that file and replace it with the executable. And then the game works now, lo and behold. Those broke after their lifespans. Yeah, I know, it wasn't a very good piece of software. Like, they really didn't think that one through, disabling the driver in Windows, and then it just flat out fucking doesn't work. I'm gonna start doing things. This might be the longest stretch since the first bunker stream where we've had nothing. It just might possibly be. And I mean, that's like another argument for the old consoles too, right? Is like, a lot of the old games that you'd want to play on PC that also had console releases probably won't work on PC the way that you think. Even Borderlands 2, with the more, I think, like the higher end 50 series and definitely the 60 series, because they're taking away the PhysX drivers in those cards. Borderlands 2 on those cards now runs like shit, because the graphics cards don't have those drivers in them anymore for the PhysX stuff. And like, I saw somebody on Reddit, it locked the PhysX for him to high, so he couldn't, like, lower it, and because the PhysX driver just doesn't exist, he was getting, like, really shit frame rates and stuttering. I'm one to talk, but, like, I'm just gonna say this now, LMAO, we have 30 hours max across all Borderlands. Whoa, what the fuck is going on? You're just cool to talk to. Hey man, no worries. That's what you get when you find people on the internet playing weird-ass ports of the most popular game known to man. Or one of the most popular games. I'm a techie guy, I love tech. Everybody, like, whenever I do tech stuff, people are like, what do you go to school for? English. And then they spit in my face, usually. Like, why the fuck did you go into English if this is what you love? I'm like, I don't know. I want to teach. English is one of those things you can kind of make your own. But, you know, that's for a different day. Doesn't matter what hardware you're on if the game software isn't optimized for it. Like trying to run a supercar on ice. I know. And it's, like, I'm really hoping graphics cards manufacturers, although I don't see why they wouldn't keep doing this, because just drop support for the old stuff is like, if they keep doing that, then a lot of old games that are on Steam will not work anymore with modern hardware. And I highly doubt that the graphics cards manufacturers, if they're taking away those drivers, I highly doubt they're going to build in some kind of translation layer to kind of help with emulating the stuff that was taken out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The jet loader escaped, but that's fine. They don't really aggro onto you if the buzzards are out. So yeah, that's like one of the main reasons also of having an old console around is like, you know, you can just play the old games and they work. You don't need to worry about copyright protection or, you know, updates that in Windows that render these games inoperable or something like that, right? Like you just put the disc in, it loads and works, and you have your save files from 15 years ago. We're almost at max iridium too, Jesus Christ. I think we might only have one more SDU to buy. I don't know if it tops out at 150 or 200, and it might be the... I think it's the... It's either the bank or the backpack SDU, I'm not sure. Or maybe it's both, I don't know. It's been a while since I've been back at Sanctuary to check. Nothing. Nothing. 2 more runs. Same, I'm a tech nerd, cars, etc. If I got angry pixies or lots of explosive properties, or if it goes fast, I'm in guns, cars, and tech. That's what I do. Nice. I never got into cars, but I really love technology. Love computers, love watching how they work. Love trying to make them do stuff they weren't designed to do. Just like last time we streamed, we got a Sham on the final run. Run 105, and then we did one more for good luck. I highly doubt we're gonna get one on run 150, so, I mean, we might. 45 runs. That's a lot of runs for one day. But then again, we did go over the 3 hour. We went over 3 hours. I think maybe I'll just change the stream time that I usually aim for the Sham runs. Because I feel like once you kind of get on a roll, you kind of just need the more time for it, but I usually do 2.5 hours for any other game I'm playing. But for these, maybe I'll amp it up to 3 hours, having an extra half hour for stuff. Why not? It's exactly why I love tech and modding. I enjoy making something do something it was never intended. In this corner, weighing at 0 pounds and 0 ounces, and in this corner we have much of the same, nothing. Exactly. Such a shame. Like, at least this fight is quick. I will say that. If anybody's ever played Borderlands 3 and tried to get the Monarch assault rifle from Kilovolt, that fight is ass. Like, especially if you're someone who just loves playing on, like, either no Mayhem mode at all, or, like, Mayhem 1. Because you need to crank the game up to Mayhem 6 if you want the gun to even drop. So, like, you know, you're going into a Mayhem 6 fight with Mayhem 1 gear. And, oh my god, that fight takes so fucking long to do, and he just does not drop the gun a lot. How are you still alive? So, like, yeah, this is like, I shouldn't be complaining. Especially one of the reasons why it does that. Oh, we got ahead. Oh, why did it bounce like that? Fuck. Does that mean we used up all our luck for the next run and it won't be a sham or anything worth it? It'll just be a fucking... Oh, you're shooting at me now. What's this? Grenade. Grenade. We get to max iridium. I'd like to think we get at least 2 iridium the next run, so... At least we got that. Alright, buddy, I'm heading out. I gotta go get up a decent time. I got that job interview tomorrow. See you. Have a good night. Much love to chat and viewers. I'll smoke a big bowl for y'all before I sleep. Yeah, good to have you, Mr. 7 Days. Nice chatting with you. I hope that job interview goes really well for you tomorrow. I don't see why they wouldn't take you at a hardware store, considering you love tinkering around with hardware. So, you know, good luck. We wish you good luck for your endeavors. Alright, final run, 150. Let's see if you're streaming around, I'll be around. I'll see if I stream tomorrow. Or no, I am streaming tomorrow. What the fuck am I talking about? We're doing Borderlands 1 at around 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Mr. Fatal, who was here earlier but has left. We're doing Borderlands 1 on the PS3 so I can show off my PS3 branded mic again. Just gotta make sure it's actually got power in case somebody joins. And so yeah, we'll have fun with that. Love doing these Borderlands multiplayer series. And the fun thing is that even with this one, because with all the story stuff and the Oasis stuff that we're doing, Mr. Honest Liar joined us from the stream. Mr. Fatal on the PS3 joined us from a stream. Like, it's just cool. You guys doing a dual stream. I don't know if he is, because I don't know if he has stuff to stream with. He streams on his PS4 sometimes. Like, he streams Minecraft. That's what he's kind of been doing. But that's just because the PS4 has built-in stuff, right? Like, for streaming. Like, I have a capture card set up and HDMI splitter and all that joyous stuff to make this work. But I don't think he does, so it'll just be me. Fatal is the one that talks about... Yes, Mr. Jim, that's Mr. Fatal. I would just like to condone, I don't know what's wrong with him. I was unaware of that when we started the Borderlands stream. Oh, thank God, it's a nice, easy kill to end off the night. I say that, and fucking last time I streamed, I killed him like this. Jumped off the edge by mistake, and then had to kill him again. Who hit me? It's fine, we killed him anyway. Got a PS3, let's do a triple stream, got a capture card and everything. Hey man, if you got Borderlands 1 and you got a character that's like around level 20, by all means, feel free to join us. I gotta check, like, to see exactly what level the character is. Cause yeah, we're just playing through Borderlands. Well, we're not too far into the game, but we're either like high level 10, like teens, or level 20. I don't remember. It's been a long time since we've done one of those streams. I'll check before this one ends. Sheer and utter disappointment. What else is new?
Hello there, Luke.
Shut up, Axton. You don't know what loot is. You don't know what true happiness is. We didn't even get any of the other things. We didn't get a legendary shotgun for Mr. Zero. We didn't get the top Neo for Mr. Dima. I'm just a failure all around. I'm disappointing all my viewers. Yeah, nothing. At least these are all nicely spaced out for me. Attack Grenadier. These guns always sell for a lot of fucking money. The Rocketeer, the Grenadier guns. Damn. I'm upset. Alright, we'll put this for 151 for the next time we stream. I have a modded piece so we can get anything. I'll get a character built. Sweet. Let me check here, actually, just to make sure what level we're at. Just if you're going for exact level, then, like, by all means, go ahead. Bam. Bam. How long ago was it? We got 226 subscribers? Thank you, everybody. Well, Mr. 7 Days, if you have Discord, in the channel description there's a Discord link. If you want to join that, feel free. The more the merrier. I think I already talked about that. When was the last Borderlands 1 stream? 2 months ago! Holy fuck. Jesus Christ. I didn't think it was that long ago. I was sick and had no beard. Jesus. Let me see. Okay, we're level 21. That's what we ended off at, so. Yeah. Alright. Close that up so my MacBook doesn't explode. So yeah, joining up right now. This app is annoying. That seems fitting. But yeah, our characters were level 21, so if you can get one around there, that'd be pretty cool. But in any case, everybody, that is gonna do it for me for tonight. I thank you all for coming out and sitting with me during this trying time of trying to get this stupid ass shield. But it's fun. You guys make this stream what it is. You guys make it fun, whether we're talking about the game or just talking about life in general. It's always exciting to hear from new people if new people join in, and it's always a thrill to check up on what is seemingly becoming the channel family, it would seem. Mr. Zach, Mr. Dima, Mr. Jim, Mr. Fatal. There's probably a few others that I'm missing. Mr. Marine Stranger. So, I'm in the court. I'm out here. I'm in the court. I'm out of here tonight, boys. Alright. Good night, Mr. 7 Days. Good night, Mr. Dima. And yeah, that's going to do it for me. Oh, I gotta upload my character just in case. In case my Vita TV decides it wants to overheat for some reason. That's the one thing I'm shocked the Vita TV just doesn't do, is overheat. You'd think it would, but I don't know. We'll upload Fred here. And, alright, everybody. I'm going to bed. So, take it easy, everyone. Have a great night or a great rest of your day, depending on what part of the world you're coming from. And looks like I'll see you tomorrow around 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we'll be streaming Borderlands 1 on the PS3, and hopefully we get a triple player going for the first time consistently in that series. So, yeah. Take it easy, everybody.